Hey, what is up? We are live. We are currently experiencing some inclement weather, so hopefully we keep power, but we're here. We're going to draft some teams. We're going to talk some ball. We're going to have some fun. Let's say hi to the chat. We got Best Ball on call here. We got Quincy Jones says BTJ is fine to cost, but only after the other wide receivers in the range go, and then the corner is a good value. What's up, money? How we doing, smooth criminal talent? Jason, Greg, Mike Rob, Team BTJ. So this couple's from yesterday's poll question. I forgot to go over the results, but it was which one is more overrated, the Jaguars or the Bears receiving options? And the Jaguars were like 60, it was like 60-40 at the end. But we will get into more of that after the intro.
Hey, we're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Taming souls in descent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains. From late season voids, he's dropping all the flames. Bestball Degens Unite, shattering the chains. Old school RB stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Who is commanding the storm etched in our brains? Who? Hey, thunder in the names, claiming all the kills. Flames, games, games. Degen wrath of views, stone age torment remains. Bestball eternal, in remains infernal domain. Pterodactyl pigs, screaming, Cayman chaos reigns. Fossil fury fuels the fire, drafted through the veins.
What's up, Kale? How we doing? Yeah, so I think it's ugly, but I'm just team Jacoby Myers. Like I think he's gonna for sure have some sort of a value. He goes later than the other actual receivers. I'm Myers, then my order goes Myers, Hunter, BTJ, and then we got Parker. That's mine. What's up, DJ? How we doing? I hate the Bears wide receiver pieces. All three pass catchers are off the board before Jack. Yeah, that is a fact. Most of the time, BTJ started to go ahead of Rome recently. We got Hallie here. We got Brett already in here, already setting up, delivering. Smooth criminal talent. Welcome to the stream and welcome to the Who Crew.
Welcome to the Who Crew.
Give Brett a shout. Thank you for the support, Brett. Always in here, always doing good things for the community. I like BTJ, Parker, and Hunter. Yeah, like I'm like 6% Hunter and Parker, and like 9% Hunter and like 10% Jacoby. Like I just, and I'm overweight. I think I got like 11 or 12% Bretton Strange, but he wasn't an option, right? Just drafted the shipper. So good loot to burn. Got it. Bird to the fourth feels like it's going to be needed. Adams is the only other guy I'm taking. I love the Jalen Waddle, the Mike Evans, the Devontae Adams. And there's one other guy right there. Oh, Terry McLaurin to me is like clearly the guy you want. But that's where I'm at. Dr. BTJ, Jacoby. Yeah, it's a fine pick. It's not like, I don't think it's what you're going to need to get to win at all, but I think he's going to help you get there for sure. If Hunter is to be successful, it comes to either or an injury, right? Yeah. Can you use both on an iOS? Number one, what is an iOS? Let me make sure. What's up? Oh, look at that. Member of the crew. Now we got already using some emojis. Let's go ahead and get into a puppy. We're gonna jump in the puppy 2, and we're gonna jump in 15 seconds.
We never leave the rhyme. Fury, endless, picks, relentless, fantasy, reigns. Who wins? Immortal.
YouTube gave me the cake to give to you. Nice. How we doing, Jamie? Shout out, Jamie. No, that's what I thought, but The phone operating systems, I don't think any app out there. I'm pretty sure every single overlay is Chrome only. I don't think they I don't think anywhere offers a phone overlay, but that could just me not being informed as well. Um, so that sounded a little loud. Let me know if that volume is good. I think this fills sometime tomorrow. Travis Hunter listed Parker Washington's backup, the team unofficial depth chart. Right. I mean, that makes sense. How we doing? Is that Nakai 314? How many drafts have you done? It would take a while to figure out, like 700-ish, something like that, like a lot, including pre-draft. So let's say hi to the chat. We got Nick here, Nakai at the 6. We got the 7. Brew Crew at the 8, taking dollars at the 9. Big Sweezy at the 10. Kale at the 4. Libra at the 3. Delay at the 1. And Hallie's at the 1. Delay at the 2. I can't count. I want to say thanks to everybody for popping in. We got 40 people in here already. That is fantastic. If you don't mind, smash the like whenever you get a chance. Oh, and we got Born of the Glorious here at 11. Sorry, I not used to seeing that name in here. I do remember though. So we got are you taking CMC? I mean, with Best Ball Overlay, you can see this, and these are my custom ranks. I want to be around 4% CMC. I'm gonna semi-fade CMC. I think Amon-Ra is kind of clearly the best pick in this range, and I think Genty is close to like Genty and Taylor. So for me, Genty, it's Jonathan Taylor in half-point PPR, and it's Genty in full PPR. I think that they're back-to-back. I think they're both ahead of CMC. I am a warrior of the 420 touches. Like, I am. Like, I'm not going to hide it. It doesn't feel great to fade, but that's why I'm not going to full fade. Take Genty. Well, I couldn't. Somebody in the 6 hole did it. So I couldn't take Genty. And you got robbed of the clip, Brett. It wasn't my fault. I saw the chip chasing guys having a discussion about their main event pick. It ultimately landed on CMC. I get it. Like I mean, if you're not afraid, he's like, if you tell me for sure that CMC plays all 17 games, I would have CMC clearly at the 4 or 5. I would probably have him after Nakua, but I would clearly have him at the 4 or 5. All right, so we have a bit of this combination. We have a little bit of that. You know, I'm fine with Derrick Henry plus Amon-Ra. I think it's a really strong start. I found you yesterday and just casually bet on underdog. Thanks for the comment. Hey, I'm glad you showed up. Hopefully you enjoy the full draft. How is James Cook? I have James Cook like clearly the 12 spot. I do. There for a while I was wondering if I liked Hampton, HN, Walker, Barkley, Brown, or Henry. Like if I liked him in that group. I still think it's okay to mix others in above him. I think the top 11 are very locked in. That's kind of my take on it. CMC will be the highest protect. Oh yeah, right. And what I've been saying on CMC is I'm going to be overweight CMC in the eliminator, because if he gets hurt week 9, he gets me to week 9, right? Now, it's a weaker team after that, but I think that I'm going to play the Eliminator not in ways other people are going to play it. I'm going to take the higher risk injury players because that I know are healthy early. I'm going to boost those guys up in my rankings because especially the ones that I'm fading to some extent. So that's how I'm going to cope with my CMC, my lack of CMC. So, I mean, that's because you know ball. Is your best ball overlay cheaper than the Flock one? So the Flock one is a tool that actually gets it recommends picks and stuff. This one is $30 a month with my promo code, with the promo code WHO, and it's not mine. It is Fantasy Dog Pound and Bestball Josh. Bestball Josh, probably listening, by the way. Let's see. We're gonna do the T. Higgins with Derrick Henry for the Week 17 correlation there. I do prefer Nico, but I need to get or not Nico, Chris Olave. But let's break the tie that way. Absolutely. So you're winning to handcuff CMC. I don't know if I'm even going to handcuff it. I might just play it that he stays healthy and I have a great eliminator season if CMC stays healthy, and if he doesn't, I have a great everything else season. I'm fine playing it that way. Maybe other people aren't. I think that's a good way to hedge on an uncomfortable fade. I think playing it that way makes sense. That's just how I'm going to do it. Yeah, so what it is $40 a month. It's $30 with the promo code WHO, capital H, 2 little O's, just like the one on Drafters. And what it does is, I'll show you, there's more to it than what you could see there. It messes with the clock when I'm streaming. So I can't really run it this way all the time. But it has all this stuff over here on the side, right? You can update it. You can select what you want to see. So in this current one, we gotta have all this. I can click on Ladd McConkey. Whenever we get later, it's every player with every combination of every player that you have. So it's a portfolio tracking tool, right? So I can click Terry McLaurin down here. I can look and I can hover over it and it tells me my exposures, right? Or Teteroa McMillan. So I don't have any Teteroa post draft because that's all that I have showing with Amon-Ra or T. Higgins. So if I like him, I need to make sure to get those combinations. And Loveland, I only have one share with T. Higgins because they go on opposite sides of the board, right? So you just notice things like that. So I don't remember my team already. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just take a Garrett Wilson share. As you can see with my ranks, I have him higher. So here we have the whole portfolio too. So this just shows you my top portfolios. I can even go into settings, change the color combinations that I want. I personally have quarterback with that. If you don't want to see the player details, which is that stuff, you can turn that off. And then it just doesn't hover whenever you hover. You can pick which weeks you want to see. So if you're playing Eliminator, you can come over here and set 1, 2, and 3 because you could put 3 of them. If you want to see how much money you have spent on them, you can click the fee button too. I just don't care on that. And then you have these as well, just how it looks. I like the full picture. But that's just a little bit on what this does. And I think the portfolio management is very important. So let me go back to the other screen so I can, for whatever reason, the StreamYard messes with the clock whenever I share it that other way. That's why you don't usually see the stuff on the side. Like that's on the side of my browser. So, but StreamYard only wants to share this little window instead of the whole, because it's an overlay, but it's kind of off to the side. So we got Amon-Ra, we have Derrick Henry, we have T. Higgins, we have Garrett Wilson here. Have you figured out your strategy for the pool? No, like I work weekends. I work 3 12-hour days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I mean, I left work 3 hours early today because I'm an animal and I got all my work done. I mean, we're going to take the faller here. I do really like Lamar, but I don't have much Lamar with, but I'm going to go ahead and take Davante Adams here. I think this is a fun spot to take Adams, and he was going earlier in most of the puppy. So Burrow's stacked. How are we doing, Terry? Haven't seen you here before. Glad you found me. By the way, if you guys are new to the channel and you enjoy this stuff, you can hit the sub. I go live every Sunday night, 6:30 Central, every Monday through Thursday, 4 p.m. Central. And at 1,000 subs, assuming we get there before the NFL kickoff, I'm locked into doing a 24-hour live stream. So, and at 741 subs, I will be doing a recap of where the gamer tag that became my handle, Hames, came from. So, you're good? Nice. How? No, you were here last year, I believe, right? It's just been a while. Getting my low exposures up in this, it looks like. I try to not stack all of my low exposures in the same draft, because that kind of feels like you're just still like if you just click like 7 guys that are low exposure guys in the same draft, it's kind of like you're just getting a fake version of those exposures because they're not attached to anything you want, right? How are we doing, Adamson? Oh, just to, yeah, that's kind of what I try to do, get a couple of them, and then try to take some players that I like a little more. I mean, Lamar almost came back. Come on, Rabona King. How dare you not let me live my best life out here? How dare you? So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull Joe Burrow up, which I don't love, by the way. But we got the Derrick Henry, Joe Burrow, T. Higgins thing going. And we got a really fun start here. So for the audio listeners, we have a 1-1-4-0. It hurts me to take Joe Burrow anytime Jaden Daniels or Drake May is on the board. It really does. But we got Joe Burrow, we got Derrick Henry, Amon-Ra, T. Higgins, Garrett Wilson, and Davante Adams. I came in the other night, but just got home, checked, see if I can get into one. Nice. I'm going to be drafting a while tonight, I think. I feel pretty good. Because since I left work early, I slept for 2 hours before this. Hey, who? One more like before I board the plane. Thanks for the free ticket. Hell yeah. Congratulations once again on getting the drafters ticket for my giveaway last week. And enjoy your vacation, man. Enjoy the vacation. Hope you have a great time. What's up, Mufasa? Absolutely fire money. Like, I don't know if that is like I'm making money and this is fire, or that I'm setting money on fire. Please specify, the Gale. Please specify. Let me know. Was in the room the other night and just watched. Got it. Oh, yeah. It's a fun place to be. I generally do well with engaging with the chat and all. Wish Lamar fell to me, but over 20% Lamar, so it's okay. Why? Are you trying to get me back? Are you trying to get me back for taking Who did I take? I took somebody who you wanted, right? Maybe not. Maybe I didn't. I mean, Ramondre. So this is what I mean. Like, I have a lot of these players. I'm not really that into Jalen Warren. And I really do like Ramondre, but we're gonna mix the one player I don't take much of in here. I try to get two players I don't take as often on each team. That way I don't have like, I think mixing in these players is a good way to get your exposures up. If I engage with everyone, I wouldn't be able to concentrate. It took a while, man. And like, if the chat pops too much, it's like not feasible as well. We gotta, and by the way, for those of you who don't know, I also stream over on Drafters Fantasy. And so on this website here, they also do best ball, but I have a promo code. It's promo code WHO, capital H, 2 little O's. We'll probably do a Drafters thing over there later tonight. It's full PPR. It's basically marathon format. If you know that from Underdog, it's marathon format, total points throughout the season. And I get to give away a mini ticket if there's a mini out, and a $15 main ticket every week. I do a Drafters stream. I give away a $15 main ticket every week. You just show up. I put a hashtag in there, and we use the StreamYard giveaway tool to. I mean, Ramondre at that point was fantastic. By the way, I've been getting more into Harvey, but let's bet on the Rams offense a little here and take Blake Corum instead. I do like Blake Corum. I do think that RJ Harvey in general is a better pick. I do agree with that. I do think that. But recently I've just started thinking that. I think my thinking was wrong originally. It's fun. I enjoy the battles. Yeah, so back to the Drafters thing. Like, you have to have an account over there. You can use promo code WHO, capital H, 2 little O, sign up on Drafters. And once a week, a day I don't have a guest on, I will stream only Drafters. And I will be giving away a Drafters main ticket. So, it's good stuff. Good stuff there. Just double tapped Harvey Corum 5 minutes ago. Yeah, I think it's a fine thing to do. I really do. It does feel good. I was hoping that Stevenson, that Brew Crew didn't want his, I assume Brew Crew's done here. Jonathan Taylor, Chase Brown, Kyron Williams, and Ramondre, that feels like I would stop, honestly. How we doing? Cosits. Harvey at 105. That's awesome. Was it on DK? Because I've been seeing Harvey fall quite a bit in DK. I'm buying the Jonah Coleman hype. He was the best blocker in the running back class and had the best ball security. All those boring things. Yeah, you're not wrong. And there was a report that come out, I think today, that I was reading a little bit ago. I haven't delved into it yet, but it was kind of saying that. Let me make my pick here. Do we take Addison? I think we take Addison, right? I kind of like the Jonathan Brooks bet a little more. No, I still like the Addison, and we have the Week 17 bring back situation here with Garrett Wilson. So this gets me into, if Kyler comes back around, I take him. He's not going to, because it has to pass the Jefferson drafter twice. But it also gives me a late back sag in Geno Smith as well. 2 week by 12 okay. I don't know. I've done it. Not saying it's great. Drafters is fun, but tougher, I feel. Yeah, it is a much different strategy because you kind of need. you kind of need, you just have to hit the nuts, right? You have to have the league winners. You really do. And you are actually against the other 100,000 people. In the puppy, you're against 12 people, and then 10, and then 5, and then 700, right? What's more worth in your opinion? One Mastiff or 2 big dogs? I don't play high stakes because of bankroll reasons. I could play high stakes. I choose to do volume. If I remember right, I think the Mastiff is a better structure. I can look over it later. In a puppy, got it. Let me go look at it real quick, because I believe the big dog 2 of 12, 1 of 6, 1 of 6, 10 seat final. Getting to the final is 10K though. And then the Mastiff was a 4 of 12, right? All right, so I mean, Brew Crew is about to take Jonathan Brooks as well. Like all the value, like just all of the value. We'll take Matt Stafford though. Lean into this team bet that we have going. I think it's a fine bet. Harold Fannon's been falling like a rock as well. So we got so the Mastiff. 4 of 12, 1 of 5, 1 of 4, 9 seat final. Getting to the finals is 12,000. It is double, so I would take the Mastiff just by the numbers, because you got a 4 of 12 instead of a 2 of 12. So the 2 of 12s is, you do have 2 chances, but you also have a smaller chance to get through, right? And then the 1 of 5, 1 of 5, 1 of 4, and the big dog is 1 of 6, 1 of 6. So even if you got both through versus 1 through, like it's a 1 of 5, 1 of 4 versus 2 1 of 6s. I would take my chance of the 1 and the 1 of 5, 1 of 4 versus getting through the 2 1 of 6s is what I would do if I were to be able to pick one of those. And by the way, if you guys are new to the stream, if you could smash a like, that would be great. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, if you end up enjoying the content, go ahead and sub. Let's see. Let me refresh to make sure I'm not saying this unknowingly. But yeah, we're 4 subs away from 700. We could hit 700 tonight, guys. We could get to 700 tonight. So I got a pretty balanced team here. I've recently decided I'm going to be moving Dalton Kincaid up in my rankings. Andrews is a game stack and a team stack, though. So I will take Andrews here. I kind of wanted Kincaid, but we'll take Andrews. Absolutely. Like, and by the way, we used to do Superflex on Sundays, but Underdog has failed us. Underdog has failed us, and they don't have Superflex content out here. Superflex is the best format. Give us some more Superflex, guys. We need some Superflex. That's what we need. We need Superflex. We need Superflex and Sundays back. It's a good time. It's a good vibe. So, man, the StreamYard chat is way behind the YouTube side, and I can't bring things up. Hey, look at that. We got a super chat. And some of you have never seen that. We gotta find that thing. And now we gotta drop. Thank you for the super chat, Microb. Well, let me remove the comment so they can fully see it.
If she got that end zone, I'm diving in deep smoothly.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. I'm jonesing. I am too, man. Drop that thing. I am wearing my... I don't even know what that means. I don't think anybody knows what that means. Look at this tight end run. Andrews, Goddard, Likely, Ferg, Kincaid. I feel like Kincaid should never be the last of those drafted. Like, call me crazy. Call me whatever you want. I really don't care. Let's go. Do we want that? You know, we'll play with the week 17 or the week 15 correlation with Cincinnati there with Jalen Coker. It is a 1 of 10, a 2 of 12 into a 1 of 10 into a 1 of 5 with a 750 seat final. So the finals obviously matters the absolute most. I'm just going to kind of hope to luck box through the 1 of 5 most of the time. If I will break some ties to the 1 of 10 correlate week, though. I will. In this contest. How are we doing, Chiado? How are we doing? Real talk. Do you feel like sometimes ego gets in the way of how we analyze fantasy, or do you think there's a sense of unity even when we see things differently? I don't know what just happened to the YouTube side. Did my stream cut out for a minute? Let me know if my stream cut out for a minute. I think it can. I think it definitely can. And by the way, we're getting bad weather here, so if I do drop, I will hopefully be back. Let me know in the chat. I think it's gone. Likely feel like a better, yeah. So yeah, it's like I said, we're getting like tornado style weather. These two, I don't love. We're gonna go heavy at running back the rest of the draft, right? Like, probably gonna stop at. We might stop at these. We're gonna go thin at tight end on this specific team because I've kind of waited too long for running back 3. I just try not to fall in love with players objectively. Be careful with the weather. Hey, I mean, all I can do is sit here and then whatever happens, happens, right? Like whatever happens, happens. But I think it takes a while to try to remove yourself a little bit. I'm pretty aware of things that I'm seeing with the rose-colored glasses, or things that maybe the market doesn't see the same way I do. I'm pretty aware of that before I even say it. Like the Pat Bryant and the Scatabo stuff. I'm very convicted in that, and maybe ego based off of last year and having them hurt is part of that. But yeah, it is. It's pretty easy for me to not fall in love with men. Got it. Thanks, Bloody. That's why I never live stream outside. I mean, I'm not live streaming outside, but I mean, Jawan's still here. Do I just do it? I think I'm going to take Brian Robinson. I think he's a pretty fun pick. I do think that Juwan might have just been the better pick there, but I don't think structurally I can accept it. I just enjoy it. The super draft, super flex. Everybody drafts super flex so much differently that every draft is its own adventure, right? Sometimes everyone just takes 2 quarterbacks in the first 3 rounds, like everyone. And sometimes everybody pushes, right? So it's just I think that there's way more fun and different builds, and there's way more diverse build types to draft through Superflex because you like in this, you just look at the room, you know what's happening because there's so many more things that happen. We've got more data on the non-Superflex stuff as well. But I think that the Superflex, like, it's just so much more fun. Like, because you get a look at each room individually and all of that. Just drove from KC to Destin today, beach vacation. KC to Destin would be 14 and a half to 16 hours, 16 hours probably. That's right. Take him. He had it down year last year. Who are we talking about? I hope it is. Love old Penn State players, though. Juwan Johnson. It looks like my my internet cleared up too. So I'm going to go ahead and just take Zach Charbonnet here. I don't love the pick, but he's at 175. I kind of need some late season upside. I have the Jalen Coker week 17 bring back game correlation. So I think that Charbonnet here, the triple by week 11, I don't love, but we're here. So my biggest issue with me is my head. I find lots of time I take the same players, need to stop. Like I've noticed that when I draft tired, I just kind of take I take the same players over and over and over again. Or if I'm kind of doing something else, but if I can focus in on a draft, I tend to like be more willing to diversify a little more. That's just how I'm wired, but we're all wired differently. With the Superflex variants, every draft feels different. Yeah, exactly. It really feels so like every draft, like you could get Justin Jefferson plus Amon-Ra with Lamar Jackson and then just try to figure out running back, right? You could get Lamar plus Mahomes and then just not take a wide receiver until Cortland Sutton, right? Like, and all, like, I don't love Cortland Sutton, but it just, you can build so many different ways. And if you pay attention to the room, you can notice like when people should stop doing things if people know what they're doing. And you can usually tell if somebody knows what they're doing within the first 4 or 5 rounds, right? Generally, not always. Yeah, let's take Katron Allen. So we weren't planning on stopping at 2 quarterbacks, but we're going to stop at 2 quarterbacks. The goal was to get Geno Smith, but I feel pretty okay not doing that. That's going to allow me to get the 3rd tight end. Makes me wish I would have taken not taken Brian Robinson and taken Juwan Johnson. But Geno Smith went right here before me. Which I mean, it makes sense because you got the Sadiq Cooper thing going, right? Stars would have been beautiful on my team. Superflex, do you always... I mix it. It depends on where I'm drafting. Like, I mix it up. We can look through my Superflex portfolio at some point. Like, whenever the next Superflex drops, we could go all about it again. I didn't get any Jettas yet because I don't like his quarterback. His quarterback, like, just think of it this way: if you think Justin Jefferson's the best wide receiver, like one of the best 3 receivers in the league, Kyler Murray, even if you don't like him, he's a massive upgrade from JJ McCarthy. And if Jefferson is the best, one of the best in the league, why would you be out on him with an upgraded quarterback? Dude, no, I've talked about that a bunch. Like, that's why I like to mix in 2, maybe 3 players per draft, because the all fade team to me is like just acting like you're trying to fix your exposures, but not really doing it. Like, yes, you're fixing your exposures, but you also drafted the team you hate. So I want the players that I'm fading a little bit, like mixed in slightly with the players that I am taking. Like Charbonnet, I don't take much of Charbonnet. And I don't take much of Jalen Warren. So like those are my like 2 one-offs here. And by the way, if you guys aren't subbed to Nice and Blunt, go give Nice and Blunt a sub. And if you just popping in, if you can smash the like, that would be fantastic. We got 70 watching. We got 35 likes. I want to thank everybody for coming in, hanging out. We're having a good night. Who needs... yeah. Not me. I ain't doing that. Always take the quarterback round 1 in Superflex. So last year, I had a bag of Jaden Daniels and Lamar Jackson, like over my whole portfolio. I had bad luck, and I built wrong at points in Superflex last year. I went too deep at running back. Like I would go like 6 deep before a wide receiver. That is wrong. Like I do think you want running back to be stronger, but I think you want to go like 4, maybe 5, and then go wide receiver. But I had a bunch of Bijan and a bunch of Gibbs last year, and if I would have built with just a little more wide receiver firepower, I would have absolutely cooked because I had 21% of both. So I was right with that stuff, but I was wrong with how much I went into it. I just noted my Frenchie Sprint draft with the same first 4 rounds. Oh, that's cool. It must be a shipper. Does Minnesota have a shorter offensive line? Because let's go. Let's go Torrey Horton here. Let's build a little team stack there. What's up, Stockton? I feel you on that. I had a lot of... Yeah, I had over 13% Daniels and 14% Lamar, I think. Chad Candles gracing us. Welcome, Chad Candles. Follow Chad Candles as well. So follow Chad Candles. Follow Nice and Blunt. Hartman Fantasy Football was in here just a little bit ago. Follow him as well. I think Bayou Bengal showed up, but follow him as well. So we're going to do team reviews. Pay, like, YouTube members get reviews. I'm going to review my team. Then I'm going to go through the YouTube members. And then we're going to do another puppy, I think. We got and while I'm doing these reviews, I'm going to kind of ignore chat. Just kind of know that. I'm going to kind of ignore chat because it takes a while to get through most of these reviews a lot of the time. We got a 2-6-8-2. We got Joe Burrow, Matt Stafford. Running back, Derrick Henry, Jalen Warren, Blake Corum, Brian Robinson, Zach Charbonnet, Katron Allen. So a hero Derrick Henry build. We got the bring back Derrick Henry, or we have Baltimore winning the game with the bring back of Joe Burrow and T. Higgins. We got Amon-Ra, Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams, Jordan Addison, Jalen Coker, Ted Hurst, Torrey Horton, tight ends, Andrews and Henry. I probably should have went with another tight end. If I would have taken one, I probably would have taken Eric All, actually, not Gesicki. I just have a feeling it's not going to be Gesicki's year. Maybe I'm wrong. So I do think that I should have taken I kind of got sidetracked there with the chat. My fault. And I took Torrey Horton over another tight end. I do think that was a mistake, but we'll find out. Torrey Horton is a team stack with the Charbonnet, and it does have a Week 17 correlation with Jalen Coker. We have another mini correlation here with Garrett Wilson and Addison, and we have another one with Stafford and Ted Hurst for the bring back. So, and we also have Mark Andrews as a team bet on the Ravens, which is also the bring back to this. So we're very correlated. Very correlated. That is what we are. I believe Hallie Lyon is a type something in the chat, Hallie. I'm fairly positive you're a member, but type something so I can see. Jordan, we got a 3.582 here. We got Drake May, Patrick Mahomes, Malik Willis at 143. Like, these quarterbacks falling back here feel really good. At running backs, we got Bijan, Jeremiah Love, Travion Henderson, Marshawn Lloyd, Kalen Black. That's very strong. I'm not doing Marshawn Lloyd, but I understand it. I do understand it. If I take a Green Bay guy at the end, it's Chris Brooks over Marshawn Lloyd. Maybe I'm wrong. Wide receiver, we got Rashee Rice, Christian Watson, Xavier Worthy for the double stack. And then we got Romeo Doubs, Juwan Jennings, Zachariah Branch, Jeremy Bernard, Malik Washington. I love this. You got the KC guy, you got Watson, and then you got Doubs, Jennings kind of as like just volume sponges to like assist you through some of the bad weeks, and just pure upside down here, right? With the stack on Malik. And then Tucker Kraft, Travis Kelce. Very solid team. You do have the Drake May. Who did you have stacked with Drake May? Nobody? Oh, Dobbs. Oh, yeah, you have Dobbs. You don't have any bringbacks and Travion. 0 bringbacks, but very solid. We got, we're going to go back up to Hallie. Thanks, Em Stockton. I took Kalani. Oh, we'll get to you in a minute, Brett. We got a 2.673. Jalen Hurts and CJ Stroud by Hallie. We got Jameer Gibbs, Quinshon Judkins, J.K. Dobbins, Chris Rodriguez, Nicholas Singleton, Jordan James. This feels very strong. Very, very strong. Nico, one of my favorite picks at the 2-3 turn. George Pickens, Mike Evans, Mekhi Lemon, Michael Pittman, Calvin Ridley, Dontavian Wicks. Like all these players, I've not taken a lot of Wicks, but I have moved him up in my ranks, and I have been mixing him in a little bit on San Francisco and Philadelphia builds. And then Harold Fannin at 120. That feels fantastic. Gadsden, Schultz. A very strong team here by Hallie. Then we got Kale. We got a 3.672. Caleb Williams, Bryce Young, Fernando Mendoza. Running back, Chuba Hubbard, Kyle Monangai, Ja'Cory Cross-Kamara, Jordan Mason, Jonah Coleman, and Mike Washington. Like, you got guys that are going to get touches, right? Chuba, Monangai, Mason, all definitely getting touches. JCM, I mean, he's definitely getting touches. It's just, is he going to end up being the one or not, right? And then Coleman, Mike Washington, I like those both as swings. I have a hard time with Coleman overall, but if he does continue, if it does sound like they're going to use him to help keep Dobbins healthy, like, I'm going to be way more in on Coleman at cost. Puka Nacua, Luther Burden, Jalen Waddle, Michael Wilson, Travis Hunter, Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Noel. Oh, you went the old Brock Bowers, Trey McBride here. I like it. I honestly, looking at this team, it felt weak, but not incredibly weak. And then I seen this, and I'm like, oh, it actually feels powerful. Because this looks perfectly fine. You did a good job structuring the running backs to make sure you have somebody to start every week, too. So I do. I like that quite a bit. We got Brew Crew here. We got a 2.673. And by the way, Nikai, is this the first time you've drafted with me? Let me know. Because the first time you jump in a draft with me, I will also review your team without being a member. We got a 2.673 here by Brew Crew. Herbert, Darnold, running back. I'm going to love this team because all value I kept seeing go to him. Why? Yeah, you're right. You shouldn't have taken Alani. Jonathan Taylor, Chase Brown, Kyron Williams, Ramondre, Jonathan Brooks, Halani. Wide receiver. Like, that is so much of running back there, ending up Brooks. Tedero McMillan, TJ Moore, Marvin Harrison, Rashid Shaheed, Trey Harris, Deshaun Stribley, Troy Franklin, Laporta, Goddard, Barner. Pretty strong team. I do think, you know it, an 8th receiver over a 6th running back was definitely the move. But I also messed up mine with the missing the tight end at the end. Bordo the Glorious, are you here? Let me know. First time. All right, we will we will review your team then. We got a 3-6-6-7-2. I thought it was. I do a good job of remembering generally, but I thought it was. We got Brock Purdy, Baker Mayfield, and Geno Smith because you're a thief. Ashton Genty, Bucky Irving, Dylan Sampson, Emmett Johnson, Braylon Allen, and Jalen Wright. There are definitely worlds where this works. Like you got an anchor in Genty. Bucky could just be solid. And then I actually like the Emmett Johnson pick. I have a hard time with these two. I'm like 100% Ollie Gordon over Jalen Wright, but I'm not really taking either one of them. I think they're both fine clicks, though. Then Drake London, Zay Flowers, Jordan Tyson, Godwin, Pearsall, Jaden Higgins, Omar Cooper. Seems perfectly fine. Loveland Sadiq is an awesome tight end room. That's built pretty well, although you're a thief. BTJ wins the poll. Normally on Flock. Got it. All right. Well, we got through the drafts. We got through the reviews. Now it's time to do another puppy. We're going to jump in this puppy. We're going to jump in 15 seconds.
Bestball begin to rest. We never leave the brine. Fury, endless, breaks, relentless, fantasy, reigns. Who waits? Immortal.
All right. It was waiting on 8 and then it just instant filled. Give me 1 second though. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. I had to turn my fan on. Get a little air movement in here. We got the 102. We got Insup 11 at the 3. We got Brew Crew at the 4. The Source at the 5. Nice and Blunt at the 7. Go AZ Cards at the 8. Jordan at the 9. We got Kale at the 12. Welcome, everybody. Hope y'all have a good draft. Oh, second best draft. Max the puppy? Damn, no. You got the 5 spot. So, DeBossarian? Got it. Welcome. Pull up Genty. Sit the wife for the beer run. Like, this man has drafted over 13K beers drafting teams. Supposedly over 13K beers drafting teams. All right, let's go with this one. Yeah, we'll take Gibbs. The one thing I'm not doing this season is altering Bichon. Like, I might take Bichon at 1. I might take Gibbs. Like it's just kind of whatever I feel. I'm going to try to get exposure pretty close on those two. But I'm not going to, especially in half-point PPR, I'm not going to skip on those two. On full PPR, I do think there's an argument for Chase. I'm not going to do it, but I do think there's an argument for Chase. You better impress me, Charles, says Gunner. Nice to see Blunt. Always good to know. Gunner Ross, can't promise. Feeling it. I'm feeling it, baby. I'm feeling it. Yeah. Now, I do. So this contest has been open for a little while. It's also 92% filled right now. It might last a couple more days, but knowing that, I know who's been locked over here at the 3-4 or the 2-3 turn. So if I want to get unique, like now would be the time to do it since this contest is near close. And if I'm going to do a pull up, like I don't think you have to pull up in round 1. I think pulling up 2 back in round 3 players to get with Gibbs is kind of the way to do it instead of pulling up one of these other players to come up with Bijan and Gibbs this year. That's kind of how I feel. Nice and blunt. Get ready to get sniped. It's time to do some crazy shit. So we'll see. We'll see what I do. I do honestly just love the Nico Collins price. Like, I have a really, really hard time not just taking Nico every time he's available. So I think I've got 17% Nico or something. 18, or is that 16? It's 16.2. So I'm basically double the field on Nico Collins, and I don't feel bad about it. I might feel bad about it when he has a 4-week hamstring injury, weeks 7 through 12, you know, through his bye week or whatever. Because I believe that their bye week is, it's bye week 8, right? So we might be able to get, I will definitely take Bowers if he falls, but he won't. So, he does fall. So, yeah, we're definitely taking Bowers here. Gibbs Bowers is a fun start. You're like 2X? Yeah, that's because I'm 6% Pickens and 16% Nico. It feels like a clear bet to me. How we doing, Coolers? How we doing? Non-entered Nico. Yeah, for sure. I have way too much Bowers. Well, I appreciate you having too much Bowers, sir. So I'm going to pull Zay up here. I like the Zay bet. I don't really like the Zay bet more than Rice, but we're trying to get a unique build here. We got the little bit of a fall on Bowers. If I can get Flowers plus, anybody at 47 and then Lamar at 48, I feel pretty good about it. I honestly, unless Jacobs or Scatabo, or like if Luther Burden gets to 47, I might actually take him on this build. Because I could go Burden into Lamar. I could have the week 17 game stack with Gibbs, with a Lamar Baltimore game stack or team stack, and I think that would feel pretty fun. I love Bowers this year with the new ADP landscape, and hope it's our once in a lifetime discount. Absolutely. Where am I at on? I'm actually underweight Bowers, which doesn't necessarily feel right, but I'm probably going to start mixing them in a little bit more. Zay, I like your stream. The Frosty Drake runs can sneak up. Whoa, that team in the 4 spot. What's the 4 spot doing? Puka, Derrick Henry. Oh, he got a little bit of a faller on Jeremiah Love. That was the first week of BBM. This was common, right? This was a common team. Like, I know this isn't a BBM, but first week of BBM, this was common. I'm hoping Bowers is basically what the Pete Kelsey looked like. I hope so too, and I'm pretty bullish on the Kubiak stuff, right? I took Lamar last time, did that with Zay. It's all good. I have other quarterbacks I can take. I don't worry about it. Like, if somebody wants to take Lamar in round 4, they're welcome to. Without Zay, you're absolutely welcome to. Like, that's on you. Like, all I can do is draft the best team. In a 1-week sample, what's the odds that Zay Flowers outscores Devonta Smith, Rice, Neighbors, McMillan, Olave? It's reasonable, right? So I'm not that worried about it. I maxed the drafters many with 33% Bowers. Did you auto draft a bit, right? Or am I wrong with that? I think I've seen you auto draft a couple times. Maybe I'm wrong. What's up? Name no one cares about. You do it with Henry. Got it. I'm a hedger. We all know that. So Jacobs does go. So, like, here's the thing. I don't take a lot of Burden. If Burden comes to me, I will take him here with the correlation. I want to thank you for doing that. Do I want to do this? Yeah, we're gonna do that, and that means we got to play the clip. And let me know, coolers. Does this clip need to be toned down? Let me know. By the way. Like, I don't know how it sounds on your guys' end. So let me know. I know coolers, like I hate whenever people have, and he made a post about that the other day. And I agree. Like, I can't stand when it's way louder. So I just need to know when it is, and then I can go fix it. You never auto. Got it. All right. So we do land Lamar here. Structurally, it might have been better to go with a running back, but I have an idea. Well, no, is it loud? I felt like it sounds loud to me. Like, it sounds loud to me, but I can't really necessarily tell. Ditch it. I would say the clip is louder than your stream, but not too much. Got it. Yeah, we'll be able to go in and fix that. Just labeled my draft 6/21. Who drunk off my ass? 33% of a talk to round pick. That is taking a stand. Pizza Thug is ruthless. He really is. We got a wild card over here. You got just naked Burrow at 44. I didn't even see that. What's up? How we doing, Steven? Give the waddle a quiet. There's a reason it is what it is. You guys will know that later. If you've seen the whole video to that, you would understand. I just haven't released it yet. It's not even a football video. I just threw that into the random video because it's fun. One spot has absolutely gone rogue. I'm old, sorry. You're drunk. No, I wasn't labeling Coolers as the complainer. He put the post out and said, these are things I don't like about streams. And one of them was clips being way louder. And it's partially StreamYard's fault. Like, if you have OBS, you can change the level that every clip is played at in stream. You can't do that on StreamYard. And StreamYard, it just loads up as a media file, and you have to redo the whole, like, you have to go back in and change the sound on the clip and re-upload it and see if it sounds different. What's up, Gentara? Strange could take the biggest leap of all the Jag Pass catchers this year. Yeah. No, I'm in on him, but he wasn't one of the options, was he? So we're going to go Tony Pollard here. I think I'm tomorrow whenever I update my rankings. And by the way, if you're a YouTube member, you do get access to my rankings. If you care about my rankings, you'll get access to them through my Discord. I have a channel. You have to link your YouTube account to the Discord, and then you'll be able to see the channel. But you can get my rankings and I try to change them once a week. Do I just do this and live a little? We'll take Lemon. We'll take Lemon here. He's gonna be my one like lower owned option in this draft. I think. I'm having a hard time with Philadelphia's offense, but their schedule is really, really good. Can you stream directly through YouTube app or the platform? Maybe I'll dabble when it's dead. You can, but I don't know how. I have only ever used a provider to send things. I rank Dowdle ahead of. I mean, we can see it. I've recently moved Warren up in my ranks. I used to have Dowdle up one spot ahead of Warren, which I agree. I still believe, but I also don't want to fade Jalen Warren, right? Like fully. I think being 4% Warren and then well overweight Dowdle is how I'm going to play it. So I moved Warren up in my ranks slightly just because a lot of the rankings providers love Jalen Warren. So I'm not going to be able to get any of them if I don't do that. And I think the Pittsburgh running back is a very valuable piece to have. But for me, it's kind of clearly Dowdle. Like you got Mike Holmgren or Mike McCarthy, not Holm. I've said Holmgren before, but we got McCarthy back, right, with Aaron Rodgers. But they run 3 wide receiver sets quite a bit. But he also had Rico Dowdle as his starting running back in Dallas, right? And they bring him back. This coaching staff owes nothing to Jalen Warren as well. And people look at Jalen Warren, like he's a really good pass blocker. But, hey, McCarthy coached under Holmgren? Yeah, exactly. So, Jalen Warren, like, this coaching staff doesn't know him for sure, but he is a great pass blocker, and Aaron Rodgers will like that, right? And Dowdle actually had he was 1 reception less than Warren like the last 2 years or something. It was like real close. So I think that Dowdle is underrated as a pass catcher. And some people will be like, well, Warren he didn't catch it because Kenneth Gainwell caught all those balls. Well, that's true, which means that Aaron Rodgers threw the ball more to the other guy than him already. So I look at all those things and I say, give me Rico. Blunt is excited. All right, so I'm going to let's take Jonathan Brooks here as an RB3. So Gibbs, Pollard, Brooks actually feels pretty solid, right? I don't love the Michael Wilson price. His price is starting to get closer to my rank. I'm kind of in on the Bo Nix price. But what we're going to do here, are we going to take Brock Purdy or Laporta? We're going to go ahead and take Brock Purdy here. He has a couple late back sack options. There's a small chance that Kittle makes it back to me. I highly doubt that happens. But we'll go ahead and take Brock Purdy. And that allows us to be done at Lamar plus Purdy. And we'll just kind of lean on the flower stack. And Purdy's kind of here for points. And if we get Stribling, we get Stribling. I'm not super worried about it. If not, we could take Christian Kirk or whatever. 9-pick fall on Herbert. Yeah. Herbert falls every once in a while. The worst case scenario is both Pitts running backs are active enough to hurt ceilings, but I won't but I will bet on the cheaper one usually. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing, right? That's kind of what I'm doing. Warren starting to get pricey. Yeah, he really is, and I'm having a hard time with it, to be honest. Define blunt: the one you cherish and smoke, or the one that drives nice team. Flag play. Who Lamar, but he takes Purdy. I told you to take who you wanted. I'm not paying attention to what you're drafting. So I apologize, but Brock Purdy's a good pick. How we doing? DNB 940. How we do? How have we got to 700 subs yet? We're at 698, guys. We might hit 700 subs tonight on stream. If you enjoyed the channel and you've been watching for a while, go ahead and give a sub. It would be awesome to hit 700 tonight. My goal for the week was to get to 700 by tonight, so that would be pretty awesome. At least for me, it would be pretty awesome. I barely pay attention to my drafts half the time if they're not big contests. So, like, to reason out my Purdy thing, I don't take a lot of Mekhi Lemon, so I took Brock Purdy because he's the Week 17 bring back with Purdy, right? So we've also seen Brock Purdy have the rushing touchdowns in a game that mattered in Week 17 before. So Kittle goes here. I'm assuming Brew Crew would have taken Kittle anyway. Fannin actually goes at 106 this time. And I think I'm going to go Kelsey over Kittle here, maybe, or over Andrews. No, we'll just take Andrews first. We'll secure that in. We'll be done. We'll eat the 0 Week 13. We're just going to eat the 0 Week 13. I'm fine with it. Casey Concepcion, do we take another rookie here or do we get Diggs? I think I just want to get Stephon Diggs here. I think another rookie there as my wide receiver 4 with Zay and Waddle doesn't feel great. So we're going to go ahead and take Stephon Diggs. Oh, nice. Welcome. Thank you for subbing. Glad you enjoy the content. Hope I don't offend you by the end of the stream. 701. Hey, thanks everybody for helping out. That's awesome. Now, by the way, it's 1,000 subs. We're going to do a 24-hour live stream. And at 741 subs, I'm going to be doing a review. Like, I've done it before, but it's like lost. And I was like at 100 and there's like 107 subs. I like explained the Who Hames name, the origin, all that stuff. At 741, we're going to rehash that. And I'm much more comfortable, much more open now. So it'll be like, I didn't lie about it the first time, but I'm better at being just myself here. So I think it'll be a better story this time as well. What player have you changed your opinion on? RJ Harvey's one of them, but it's also cost dependent on him. But Luther Burden is one that I've started to see Colston Loveland go in the 5th enough that my whole thing was while they were both in the 4th round, I just wouldn't take Burden over Loveland ever. Now that he's going in the 5th round a lot, I think I'm more willing to click Burden. And it's more of I know he has the ability to spike. And I have trouble with it. Like I don't. I have 0.6% Luther Burden. Like I don't want to be there. I've been expecting him to drop. And by the way, thanks, Victor. Victor here was my first sub. First sub right there. Love getting sniped. Get different teams. Make it fun. Thanks, Kale. Go AZ Cards is asking Gunnar Ross for a review. So we got Andrews, we got Diggs here. Man, just nothing. It's all just tight ends left. All tight ends. You know what? If nobody wants Goddard, I'll take him at 143. We'll just flex him. I'm not worried about it. So we got Omar Cooper. Love that pick for this team. Like, it makes me feel like Diggs plus Cooper feels a lot better than Concepcion plus McMillan would have. I don't really want Pacheco here. I'm going to go ahead and take Jalen McMillan as wide receiver 6. For the audio listeners, we got a 2-3-6-2 here. We got Lamar Jackson. We got Brock Purdy. Running backs, Jahmyr Gibbs, Tony Pollard, Jonathan Brooks. Wide receivers, Zay Flowers, Jalen Waddle, Mekhi Lemon, Stephon Diggs, Omar Cooper, Jalen McMillan. Tight ends, Bowers, Andrews. Not a bad team. If you draft enough, you are both sniper and the snipe. Absolute facts by Kutler's there. Who I would take a tight end last round or two, rather take a zero. Right? And not taking but let's say that let's say I take Eli Stowers, right? And Eli Stowers doesn't do anything and he gets 7 points, which is a decent week for a tight end, for a late tight end, right? Most likely, the wide receiver or running back I would take there, if they hit, they're going to give me way more value over the course of the season to make up for those 7 points. So, in my opinion, I think that if I was to take a third tight end with Bowers and Andrews, it would need to be a higher ranked one. And to try to hit the flex with, I think trying to hit the flex with tight end would have been the strategy instead if I cared about that 7, even 10 points. Let's say I took Kamani Vidal with the pick that was going to be Mike Gesicki, right? If Vidal hits, he's giving me way more than that throughout the course of the season, whatever that would have been. And Gesicki, whatever that tight end is if Bowers pays off this cost and Andrews is worth his reasonably, I don't really see myself losing. I see myself losing more points by taking the tight end than not taking the tight end. Maybe I'm thinking wrong, though. That's kind of what I think, though. Because, we're trying to thread needles here, right? We're trying to thread needles to get all the way to the finals. And I think the extra shot at the skill position player matters a lot. Now, if it was a quarterback, I'd probably throw on a Tua or something, or a Penix, I would probably do that. Thank you, AMC. Thank you. Yeah, and I mean, what's the chat think? Do they think I should? I could take Kenyon Sadiq and triple down on week 13 buys. Would that help? I'm just going to pull Stribling up. This is his ADP. It's not where I have him ranked, but we'll go ahead and get the stack. I don't love it. I'm definitely not a huge fan. This is a major price on Sadiq. kind of want to do it, honestly. Yeah, we're taking Flournoy here, and we're going to be done at wide receiver. So we got Zay, Waddle, Lemon, Diggs, Cooper, McMillan, Stribling, and Ryan Flournoy. So we're strong there. We need 3 more running backs is what we need. Yep, QB a must. Yeah. I think round 18 running back swings can be okay if your RB room is shaky, like mine is. Yeah, mine is going to be shaky, right? To be contrarian. Otherwise, wide receiver, tight end, usually. Really? Yeah, like this specific build, I'm going to need that late round stuff. This room never once stopped taking running back. So it is what it is. It is what it is. None of the people talk about adding a good third tight end on a bully tight end to hit a flex. Good call. Yeah, I like if Goddard would have made it to 143, I would have taken him pretty quickly. I would have definitely done that. If Sadiq wasn't week 13 by also, I definitely would have taken him as well. That was a long sentence. Get Jordan James with one of your last 2 picks. I actually need to get some more Jordan James. I might just do the Jordan James plus Kalen Black thing, honestly. I might just take both of them. Like, we've got Purdy. Why not, right? Let's just bet on that offense. Like, we have Gibbs anchor. We have Pollard and Brooks, right? Why not bet on this? Why not do this together? And I wouldn't love to stop at those 5, but I think that Gibbs, Pollard, Brooks plus San Francisco backup wouldn't feel the worst. Now, if Katron makes it back, he's the pick. Like, and Samson, can anybody sell me on Samson? I keep having harder and harder time on Samson. I sort of balance Black versus James currently until we get to August. No, that's how I am. If you look at the history of things, though, like, it's most likely going to be the year 2 running back to the year 1 running back in the Shanahan system. It's almost always been the year 2 guy who comes up, if anybody comes up and does something. I mean, they all loved Isaac Garendo. They all loved, what was his name? Elijah Mitchell, his rookie year, right? Like, all of them loved all these guys. Always. So, yeah, like, I'm going to go ahead and take Jordan James here. And if Black makes it around, we'll take him as well. Judkins isn't fully healthy. Samson's passing down. Yeah, that is true. That's true. The problem is that are they going to have a... So if it's Watson kind of scrambles. Like, if Watson's right, he's going to scramble a bit. And if Shadur is right, he likes to chuck... Shadur loves to chuck the ball deep. So that's kind of where I'm at. Maybe I'm wrong. Like, let's actually... I mean, we can research that. I'll do some research on that this week. There's nothing better than watching endless tubies piss away money that won't ever hit down a 5-month wishing well. Hey, we all have our vices, Jack. How we do it? I chased Eli Mitchell across multiple years. Didn't go great. Right, like the beat reporters for the Niners always love the new guy. They always do. I mean, I could add the Stowers here, I don't know. I think that feels fine enough. And taking the upside swing makes some sense here. Like the Terrence Ferguson bet kind of makes sense too. We don't have a week 17 on this team either. Like with the Niners, I've basically been like just waiting until camp news, kind of avoiding it until then. But 2 years ago, Jordan Mason's second year, like he was an absolute smash, right? But we also got word late in the offseason that he was that CMC wasn't going to be good. Famously, somebody has to win. Absolutely. Yeah, it's we're not here. Like that's why this show is called Bestball Degens Unite, sir. Because the word degen is in it, and we understand what we are, sir. We don't shy away from it. It is what it is. You are correct. Long live Keon Coleman. Yeah, I think the Stowers bet here makes some sense. We'll do the Stowers thing. Getting Katron, I don't feel fully comfortable with this RB room. I'm not gonna lie. So we got a 2, 5, 8, 3 here. We got Lamar Jackson. We got Brock Purdy. We got Jahmyr Gibbs, Tony Pollard, Jonathan Brooks, Katron Allen, Jordan James. If Jonathan Brooks is the Carolina RB1 or even 1A, like I think this is perfectly fine. It is definitely relying on that. Then wide receivers, Zay, Waddle, Mekhi Lemon, Stephon Diggs, Omar Cooper, Jalen McMillan, Stribling for the stack, Ryan Flournoy. Tight end, Andrews, Bowers, and Eli Stowers. Bowers and Stowers. Weird to take Yeah, exactly. You got that 42-point bomb coming in. Somebody earlier said something like that, and I'm like, no, we forget. It's going to be Skylar Bell. Yeah, 5 months. Try 4 years. What's up? Hey, thanks, animals. So I like this team. Don't love it. That's where I'm at with it. Let's go to members. We got Brew Crew here. By the way, where are we at? We're 703. We're going right past it. Thanks, everybody, for the support. Feels awesome. We got a 2, 5, 8, 3 here by Brew Crew. Jaden Daniels, because somebody took, he took him, but he's got Kyler because somebody took old Brock Purdy. Derrick Henry, Jeremiah Love, which super fun because you do have Puka here. DeAndre Swift, Blake Corum, and Kalen Black, just to make sure I couldn't do it. I love it. No, it's a team bet because you got Evans, right? Puka Nacua, Mike Evans, Michael Pittman, Trey Tucker, Trey Harris, Isaac Tesla, Troy Franklin, Zachariah Branch. Like Branch at a 20-pick discount is wild. And then Tucker Kraft, Kelsey, and Chikakonkwo. Just a solid team all the way around. Yeah, that is like try 4 years. That is great. Because the thing is we're all doing it and we all keep coming back. Branch is behind Dotson. Maybe, for my overall bags, that would be awesome. NSUP 11, if you're a member, say something in the chat. The 5-hole, I believe this is the first time they've drafted with me, so they get a review. I think my voice is starting to go. We got a 3-5-7-3. We got Jackson Dart, Jordan Love, CJ Stroud, running back, Christian McCaffrey, Chase Brown, Cam Scatabo, Brian Robinson, Mike Washington. Very, very strong running back room. I really like this room. Malik Neighbors for the stack. Christian Watson, Parker Washington, Jaden Reed, Jaden Higgins, Antonio Williams, Tank Dell, Kittle, Strange, Dalton Schultz. Just built solid all the way around. You have the double stack here with Jackson Dart. You got the Jordan Love stack. You have the bring back, like you got the double stack there in Green Bay with the double bring back as well. Oh, and you got, I didn't realize, yeah, you got that game stacked up. Yeah, this is a fun build. I like that. We got Nice and Blunt. 3, 5, 6, 4, huh? He's out here like just throwing numbers out there at random. I'm pretty sure Blunt like just picked numbers out of a hat, and that's how many players he took in every position. But let's review and see if that's correct. We got a 3, 5, 6, 4. We got Justin Herbert, Bo Nix, Sam Darnold. That feels fine. Kenneth Walker, Javonte Williams, David Montgomery. Man, David Montgomery has been falling to the 5-6 turn, which feels so good. Like, I was having a little bit of trouble taking him at the 4-5 turn. I've been seeing him at the 5-6 turn a lot, and he feels like an absolute smash ahead of Jadarian Price. And, like, because Travion is kind of down there now, too. So, like, I kind of like the landscape a little more. And then Jadarian Price and Charbonnet, I really do like this. Like, you're very strong with those three, and then just securing the Seattle guy. Like, I think that I'm probably going to start doing that with Price instead of just avoiding, like, when I do take him, double down on that offense. JSN McMillan for the bring back as well. Jordan Addison, Michael Wilson, Casey Concepcion, Rashid Shaheed. It's a little thin for that is definitely a little thin for 6 wide receivers. But it could definitely work. Like, you got the double stack. The biggest problem is that you only have 3 wide receivers for week 11, right? You got McMillan, Addison, and Wilson, only 3 receivers on week 11. Then AJ Barner, Gunnar Helm, Pat Fryermuth, and David Njoku. You gotta stack up Herbert at some point, right? What's up, Roni? You took I've been taking Swift over Monty for a while. Probably not, sir. Probably not. We got Go AZ cards here, a 3-7-6-2. We got Drake May, Jared Goff, Tyler Shuck. Running backs, Quinshawn Judkins, Chuba Hubbard, Tyrone Tracy, Isaiah Pacheco, Emmett Johnson, Nicholas Singleton, Jaden Blue. Honestly, this feels very strong for a 0 RB team. It looks like somebody's been drinking and they were having a good time doing it. Amon-Ra, AJ Brown, Chris Olave, Terry McLaurin, Cortland Sutton, Keon Coleman, wide receiver 6. What can go wrong? Laporta, Henry. Yeah, this, honestly, I really like the way that the RB room came together. Round 5, 6. And then all of these, like Tracy plus Pacheco, should have some sort of a little bit of a role. And then those 3 are all just giant swings. I like the structure of this whole team. We got Jordan again. Have you done any $1 day? I have not. Wide receiver room is kind of just a bet that I'm so wrong on all those names. So got it. Second share of Kalen Black. Perfect team to get another one. I don't know if you're live, sir. We got a 2-6-8-2 here. We got Josh Allen, Bryce Young, Devon Achane, Travion Henderson, Ramondre. I want to do this. I just never have a situation where it makes sense to do. I think it's fine to do. Keaton Mitchell, Tajay Spears, Ray Davis, Jefferson Tate, Downs, Wan'Dale Robinson, Matthew Golden, Jalen Coker, Jeremy Bernard, Pat Bryant. Tight end, Colston Loveland, Greg Dulcich. I think that's fine to stop at 2 there. This feels very strong. This feels perfectly fine. If Achane and New England's good, like, you're very solid there. And then we got Kale. and then we'll be drafting another draft. So I'm going to start doing this new thing on Sunday nights. Every 20 likes is an additional draft. So at 60 likes, we'll lock in a fourth draft. Or like we've done 2 drafts, which was for 40. We'll get to 60, but like if we get to 80, we'll do a fourth and we'll do a fifth at 100. Like we're going to do that every Sunday night. We're just going to do every 20 likes we do a new draft, all up to 100. I'm not going to lock in anything after 100. Not going to do that, but that's what we're planning on doing. Hopefully it becomes super flex and Sunday with that as well. We got a 3-6-6-3 here by Kale. We got Trevor Lawrence, Aaron Rodgers, Tua Tagovailoa. Running backs, James Cook, Basal Tootin, Rico Dowdle, Kent Gainwell, Chris Rodriguez, and Jonah Coleman. This is a lot of RB points. You locking up the Jacksonville backfield. Dowdle plus Gainwell feel very strong. James Cook feels strong. Hopefully you got enough at receiver. London, Higgins, McConkey, Brian Thomas, Myers, Debo. Honestly, I probably would have added a 7th, but I don't hate it. I really don't hate it at all. And then Jake Ferg, Hawkinson, and Darnell. Yeah, honestly, yeah, very, very strong. It feels like you shouldn't have this like solid of an RB, right? With those names, with the London, Higgins, McConkey. Maybe it's because Brian Thomas, like, he still feels like he should be higher, although he's not. You do need to dodge Deebo Samuel getting a week 7 bye, right? That's the only issue here. So anyway, that is it for those reviews. We're going to do another puppy, everybody. We're going to get to chat first. The point to take away from this, drink more when you draft. I do it to post-draft help anyone's potential sweats. Couldn't stack Allen, so I went with Miami. Oh, got it. Yeah, no, that makes sense. All right. So we're going to jump in this puppy, and we're going to jump in 15 seconds.
We never leave the brine. Fury, endless, breaks, relentless, fantasy, reigns. Who waits? Immortal.
All right, we're waiting. We got the 104. We got Quicksta at the 1, AMC at the 2. M. Stockton at the 5. We got Stooge at the 7. Delay at the 8. Wilson at the 10. Go Cards at the 11. If I missed you, go ahead and shout out. We're locked in. So we did hit. You're in at the 10. Yep, I got you. I seen it. Let's do this. I do it post-draft to help any potential. Oh, God, I think I just read that. Dart is going to be the leader of the quarterback room this year in sacks and quarterback hits. I hear a player that he can wait till week 2 to say hi to him. What player is that? Chiado. What player? And like I said, every 20 likes, we'll lock in another draft up to 100. So we got yeah, I mean it's Puka every time here. Puka every time. Hopefully we can get something fun to fall back to us here. It feels like all the Puka teams kind of end up looking the same, right? I got a lot of Puka Bowers. Like the reason I don't have a lot of Bowers is because he is always there. Like I got 7%. I'm not fading him. But almost all of my Bowers is with him and Chase. And Like I have 30% Puka Nakua, like of my Bowers teams have Puka on it, right? Like that's too much when they're not correlated. If they're just correlated by ADP. So I need to start moving Bowers up the board a bit to get unique with it. Because I feel like he's clearly the bet there. And having that correlation, like that's not correlated in any way, doesn't really make sense, right? We got Goomba in at the 12. So you are M-Man Poker. Got it. Welcome. We got James Cook, Derrick Henry. Nice little start there. By the way, if you guys are new to the channel and you've enjoyed the content tonight, if you could smash the sub, that'd be great. We're on a road to 1,000. We're going to do a 24-hour live stream at 1,000 subs, assuming we get there before the NFL season kicks off. If we get there before the season kicks off, I'll be able to do a 24-hour best ball stream. If we get there after the NFL season kicks off, I'll do something, but I can't do a 24-hour daily stream. I won't have the content for that, right? And daily drafts go so much faster. I won't have the bankroll to do 24 hours straight of daily drafts. It'd be absolutely wild. I'm a slave to ADP. How do I overcome this? You just click a button, man. I know I was just saying that I have this combination a lot, but I still think it's fine. I do think that over the course, I think that we might see Bowers start to move up a little bit, slightly. We have people doing fun things already. We got Pickens pulled up with McCaffrey. We got London with Jefferson. I think London might sneak his way into the middle of this running back range quite often. He kind of clearly feels like wide receiver 7 this year to me. And after him, like I have Nico next and then Rashee Rice and then AJ Brown. I do actually worry a little bit about AJ Brown maybe declining a little bit. We were actually going to do the thing, guys, but we weren't allowed to. So I'll go ahead and take Devonta Smith here. I know I've said I can't really get behind this new price, and I don't like him more than Zay Flowers. I don't. But I also have 0 shares of him with Puka Nakua throughout my portfolio right now. So we're going to go ahead and fix that. And we're going old 0 RB, guys. We got Puka Nakua, Devonta Smith, Brock Bowers. Now, I will almost for sure take an RB at 52, if not 45. So something I really like this year is double anchor receiver. Like take 2 in the first 3 rounds with a running back or a tight end. And by tight end, I mean Bowers, not McBride, but Bowers. Or go, like the build I really like right now is like Puka, let's say Chase Brown fell, like Chase Brown, Devonta Smith into like Colston Loveland, DeAndre Swift, right? Like something like that feels really good. Or not Bowers. Yeah. So like get like Amon-Ra, Chase Brown, and then take Zay Flowers, go back in the next round, take Loveland, and then come back with a second running back. Like that stuff feels pretty fun to me. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that that's a pretty good strat to do. We got Scatabo pulled up over here. Scatabo, McLaurin, 2 of my guys. 2 of the guys that I'm overweight on there. Monty or Swift for you. I mean, I'm not going to take Monty like in the 4th round. We'll see what happens. I might take a 3rd receiver and then kind of shut down receiver for a while, but we'll see what happens. I'll say this. If Colston Loveland falls back to 52, I'm probably taking him no matter what. So How much? I have a couple Bowers. Like, I mean, maybe he falls all the way, right? So I have a couple Bowers Loveland teams. Not a lot, but probably more than the field. I don't think it's the craziest thing. I mean, I think you guys just want to give me Josh Allen. That's what I think. Of course, Oliver. Of course, somebody named Oliver. Oliver? Of course they're going to take the Josh Allen discount. Thanks, Oliver. All right, we got Josh Jacobs on a little bit of a fall there. That feels good. Of course, and Oliver. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Oliver, come on. I mean, I think that Josh Allen should kind of go in that range anyway. If all the other quarterbacks are going to be priced where they are, like Josh Allen should not be going where he does. And to be honest, like Evans Waddle over here, what Cards has done with Genty Barkley, that's super fun and super unique. Very few people are going to have those two players with that's probably the only version of that, right? Because these are both 4-5 turn picks. And I think that that's incredibly smart. And I kind of think that Evans and Waddle should just go ahead of a lot of these guys, like Wilson, Egbuka, Devontae Adams. Are we going to get Luther Burden? All right. We got Luther Burden at where his price should be. 52. So we got a 0-1-3-1 here. We got Josh Jacobs. We got Puka Nacua, Devonta Smith, Luther Burden, and Brock Bowers. Not going to lie, this feels fun. This feels pretty good. This is, in my opinion, where Luther Burden's ADP should be. I did a $5 DK for the one hole and went Genty, AJ Brown, Scatabo for the first 3 picks. Rest of the draft was insane. I would not be taking Scatabo in round 3. Oh, yeah, like I would have waited till 4 almost for sure. But pause the draft, grabbing a beer. Quincy Jones, you like Hurts at the end of the 6th? I do not. I personally have Justin Herbert ranked ahead of Jalen Hurts. I am a Hurts hater this year for reasons. I don't love. I know that everybody's all in on Sean Mannion. That it's going to be better, and it might be, but you lose AJ Brown. That offensive line had health issues last year, and they're older this year. There's talks of Jalen Hurts telling the coaches that he doesn't want to run as much this year. Like, I have a hard time. Gibbs, Bowers, McBride got T and Tet. T and Tet just fall on DK. Like, even at the $25 ones. You get T in the middle of the 4th pretty often. So do I want Yeah, we're just going to take Jordan Tyson here. Just because I think he's kind of a value there. I don't know why I don't do more. I mean, we could do a DraftKings as the last draft or as the next draft. Let me look. They had a really good promo today that I wasn't able to do. Hey, I placed in a contest today over on DK. What did I placed in the NASCAR contest where I just clicked names. I got 186 out of 16,000. So I was doing the promo to where you draft one of everything. Yeah, let's go with Jalen Hurts here. Just because we got the stack, right? I was kind of hoping that Herbert fell back, but he didn't. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So yeah, they did the MMA 250 thing to where you do, I think it's still active. You do a NASCAR, MLB, soccer, golf, and NASCAR daily, a $5 one. You get a $25 DraftKings ticket. I saw the ticket still hasn't hit, but I ended up not doing good in the golf because I was also clicking buttons. But the NASCAR one, I clicked the right buttons apparently. So this guy, the expensive guy, wrecked me. What do they have over here though? Let's look. So NFL best ball. Which is are you doing the King of the Desert qualifiers? Is that what you're doing? Let me know. Is that what you were doing? The King of the Desert qualifiers? I've heard the King of the Desert qualifiers are pretty wild. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm maxing the DK Millie this year. I have some pretty fun teams right now. I've got 37 of them maxed or something, or 37 of them done. Like, I don't really like. I'll do some DK on stream. Though, how many max entrants is the King of the Desert? By the way. I don't see how many you can max. What is the max entrance for it? 20 max? I mean, I could go over there and do a King of the Desert, but like all that's doing is taking everybody's EV away from each other, right? Like I kind of need Blake Corum here. Well, we got to bet on the Bears. Let's take Corum again. And then if Manungai makes it back, we'll take him. Although I do like Brooks more overall. I won't be able to turn down the next round Mahomes, though. Oh, Stockton trying to set it up. Oh, he's got the other side of it. There are two $1 tournaments. Are there? What's the other one? The Pocket Cup. The one with 17.7K entrance. Yeah, I don't know. So we got. I like this team so far. This is actually pretty fun. Let's look at ADP. Gainwell is still ahead. Do I want to do Gainwell this time because of the Puka thing? I don't think I do. I think I still want to go with Brooks. So, for the audio listeners, we got a 1-3-4-1 right now. We got Jalen Hurts. We got Josh Jacobs, Blake Corum, Jonathan Brooks, wide receiver, Puka Nacua, Devonta Smith, Luther Burden, Jordan Tyson, and then Brock Bowers. Like, feels pretty fun. Feels pretty fun.
We're gonna have a championship here.
So we got like what do you guys think of that team? By the way, 50% of the 70, we got 70 votes in the poll. 50% of you have said BTJ is the one that you like of the group. I kind of felt like that's where everybody would lean. People generally like, number one, I know there's a big contingent of people out there that just log in and click the top option and don't read the poll. And BTJ is the top option. That's all good, right? That's fine. Number two, he's also just the best. Like, he's the one with the highest ADP. And some people don't read it correctly in here at ADP, right? And just click him as well. So I know that I definitely have been known to like just click a button at random without reading it on polls here and there. Not all the time, but we all have days where we don't want to deal with it, right? We just want it off the screen so we can see the chat. You just click a button. So we got what we got here? Kyle Pitts is still available. Kittle's still available. Kittle for the Week 17 bring back would be sweet. Give BBG a like every 21 likes he gets. He's doing another draft. Give who a like. He's also the man. Every 21 like. Wait, is that what BBG's doing? Because like I was just saying, that's kind of what I'm doing. Sometimes you're just trying to get all the likes in your burners. Yeah. I mean, this is great. We got Kittle. Is BBG doing every 21 likes? Because that's funny. Because I'm sure he didn't like take what I was doing because it's a common thing. Like it's whatever. But I've been saying for a week now that I was thinking about doing a every 20 likes. We just keep going kind of thing. And we're 15 away from another draft. I mean, I would love to get Tyler Shuck back. Absolutely. Like just keep feeding. I disagree. You getting Kittle sucks. I mean, you chose Gainwell over Kittle. Kittle wasn't making it to 131. Like, you have to know that. You have to know that. How many beers have you drank, Cards? How many beers are you in, Charles? Let us know. How many? By the way, if you're over on X, if you could do me a favor, click the link I just dropped in the chat. Head on over to the YouTube side. Give me a sub if you haven't subbed already. And if you're on the YouTube side, you just popped in and you like the stream, go ahead and like it and then hit a sub as well. I'm thinking tomorrow this week. I'm not sure what I'm going to do tomorrow, but I might. Either tomorrow or Tuesday will be my drafters day this week. It might be tomorrow. It might be it might be Tuesday because I have guests scheduled for Wednesday and Thursday right now. We have Steve from Fanspeak coming on, and we have Updog. Most likely, we've been testing his new tool off stream. I believe it's ready to get launched. He said it should be ready on Thursday. If nothing else, we can at least show a not completely full version. But he's planning on trying to launch it on June 1st or July 1st. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like I've been trying to not do it on Tuesday specifically because of that, right? And this week having guests on those other days, I don't want to do drafters with a guest because I don't want to track which one it is because you can't name them. So it'll probably end up being tomorrow. All right, so Shakir's a good pick here. Yeah, like 141, Buffalo wide receiver 2 feels fine. I'm not going to commit to it being tomorrow, but tomorrow is pretty likely to be the day I do it. By the way, 19 deep, and I have one more in the fridge. 19 beers or cases? 19 cases. I believe in you, Charles. Now we got assert your dominance. Do it Tuesday. Make it the hashtag who over by you. No, like it's more for the community of drafters because the drafters community they don't have near as much content, right? Like for drafters to be able to draft in stream drafts if they want to do it. So yeah, we're gonna take Tajay Spears here. We might take Jonah Coleman. I don't know. All right, we got Spears. I was good. I gave him a chance. So the double week 11 bye with my 1 and 2 here don't feel great, right? But we're stopping at 2 tight ends for sure because we got Kittle, we got Bowers. That feels awesome. We got Puka, Devonta Smith, Burden, Tyson, and Shakir. Like, if I really wanted to, I could stop at 6 receivers. I'll probably still go with 7. This is probably going to end up being a 3-6-7-2. How you doing, Andre? Who's going to be this year's Manon guy? A late round, really solid rookie running back? Is that what you're asking? I mean, he's not stylistically like him, but I think Emmett Johnson is going to get... If Emmett Johnson does secure the RB2 role in Kansas City, I think that he's going to get used more than most people want him to get used because of the Kenneth Walker buzz. I think Walker's a player that needs to stay a little fresh, which maybe that's not true because he did like, I guess, how many carries did Helani get in the postseason? We'll go look on. So, George Helani's game log. He only had 2 and 3 carries. So, yeah, in the postseason. So they did give him the full workload, but it's a season-long thing, right? Yes, sir. And I've been blessed, brother. Nice, nice. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. Like, this is actually the kind of team that I would like to add him to as well. Tank Bigsby is kind of a good team bet here. I'm trying to not get to 20% Denzel Boston. I like the pick. I don't absolutely love it. We'll take Tank Bigsby here. And we'll take Mendoza if he comes back around. If he doesn't, I'm not really that worried about losing it. I'm perfectly fine stopping at Jalen Hurts and Tyler Shutt, right? And I wouldn't mind getting some more Mendoza Bowers, right? I have 45% of my Mendoza is with Bowers, which feels about right. I'm not doing the Trey Tucker Mendoza double stack very often. I've done it. I think it's fine. I think it's a good thing. I think Trey Tucker's a really good pick. But usually when I'm taking Tucker, I already have my quarterbacks locked up. Absolutely not. And I've went over that a lot. Like, we can rehash it for you since you're coming back. I mean, is Denzel Boston really going to be here? All right. You guys made me do it. You guys made me play the clip. I don't think I can, sir. I do not think I can. So, back to the Delane pick. Leading up to the draft, the thing I said is the only thing I don't want is for Kansas City to take Mansour Delane. Like, the only thing I didn't want us to do, because I don't like the idea of trading away a very strong player at a position, getting a first round pick for that player, and then spending that pick to replace the player. But that's not what we did. We traded away a pick and then used our earlier pick to replace that player. And part of the reason I didn't like it was because, number one, Spagnuolo has done God's work with all these late secondary pieces that we continually hit on. And number two, we had what's his name? The guy who just got cut from Tennessee and then we re-signed. Like, I was like, he's available. L'Jarius Sneed. L'Jarius Sneed was available. He knew the offense. He was basically like, all we needed to do is talk to him and sign him. And we had somebody to replace the McDuffie stuff, right? And Sneed plays more on the outside. And McDuffie does play more in the slot and all that. So I get Delane's going to play outside. Like, it was a need. But I don't functionally like the way they use the capital to do the thing, right? That's where I am. Like, I don't like the theory behind what they done at all. So it's nothing against the player. Like, I actually think the player of Mansour Delane is great. Like, but I definitely didn't want to trade up for the guy. Like, we gave up a third round pick to move up to take a guy who I didn't want at cost. That doesn't mean he can't be good, but I think that knowing L'Jarius Sneed was out there, like, that helped a lot. And we ended up getting Sneed anyway. But that just makes it worse in my eyes, right? I was gonna say I'm gonna look for Dontavian Wicks here. I don't take him very often, but let's lean in. Let's lean in here. And we were planning on going with another quarterback, but I don't know that I really want a random guy here. Let's look at the running backs real quick. Jacobs, Corum, Brooks, Spears, Bigsby, Emmett Johnson. That feels fine. This honestly feels pretty strong. Bowers, Kittle feels pretty strong. So I kind of just have a free pick down here. I can do whatever I want with. So I don't he has a hype at who are you talking about? Are we talking about Mansour Delane? I don't have one for. I have a couple hype edits, but they're all for rookies, and all of them got demonetized, so I stopped putting them out. I have like 4 more made that I didn't put out, but it was just me trying to like. It was mostly just something fun for me to make for myself, to learn how to edit a little bit. Oh, Boston's hype edit. Yeah, I mean, you've seen the. I have a full video of that song, which is way better than just the little edit there. I think it's pretty good. If you just type in, you'd have to go to my account and then go to videos instead of live. And I have some player clips there that I made. I'm not going to say they're great, but I had fun making them. Like I said, all of them, every one of them got demonetized, so I stopped doing it. Let's go. I think we could go with Vele here for the double. Let's do that. Let's do the Vele Olave's not healthy thing here and get another double stack. So we're going to review all the teams. We got a 2-6-8-2. All the members, by the way. Jalen Hurts, Tyler Shuck. Not my favorite RB or quarterback room, but I really do like the Shuck price. I liked him above this, but okay. Like he's falling like crazy right now, so it is what it is. Josh Jacobs, Blake Corum, Jonathan Brooks, Tajay Spears, Tank Bigsby, and Emmett Johnson. It feels like it's good enough. Puka Nacua, Devonta Smith, Luther Burden, Jordan Tyson, Khalil Shakir, Denzel Boston, Dontavian Wicks, Javon Vele. We got 2 double stacks there. We got Puka. We got Burden at 52. We got Shakir at 141. We got Boston at 172. Like, that feels awesome. Then we got Bowers and George Kittle. This team is a lot of fun. We do have 1 week 17 correlation there, and then we have 2 double stacks to get there. I think this is a really fun team. Some would even say that
this could be the team that takes the whole thing down.
Yeah, this team has studs, and we have some depth at running back, and we have an anchor. Like, it definitely feels strong. It definitely feels like the strongest team I built tonight. What's up, fam? Poodle Fever. I'm still figuring out exactly what I'm going to do. I'll be diving into that tomorrow. Play that for me, says Cards. So AMC, I don't believe is a member. If you are, say something in the chat, and I'll review it. We got a 2-5-8-3. We got Justin Herbert, Jared Goff for M. Stockton, by the way. Kenneth Walker, Travis, Aaron Jones, Chris Rodriguez, Ray Davis. And let me turn the music back on. Oh, M. Stockton's none of him. My bad. He must have got gifted one last time. So we got Jordan here. My poodle is in heat. Perky poodles. I love the poodle I drafted last night was straight fire. It really was. We got a 3-6-6-3 here. We got Kyler Murray, Aaron Rodgers, and Fernando Mendoza. Running backs, we got Quinshon Judkins, Shadarian Price, Rico Dowdle, J.K. Dobbins, Braylon Allen, and Damon Claiborne. Wide receivers, Justin Jefferson, Drake London, Zay Flowers, Garrett Wilson, Casey Concepcion, Omar Cooper. Tight end, Isaiah Likely, Sadiq, and Hawk. So I like this quite a bit. That's a lot of upside there. You definitely got there at running back or at wide receiver, and the Quinshon plus Price Dowdle stuff like just feels so clean. It really does. Good team there by delay. I believe let me look at something real quick. What was I looking up? We got. That's what it was. That's what it was. All right, yeah. So we got Go AZ cards here. We got a 3-4-7-3. We got Brock Purdy, Cam Ward, and Bryce Young. Running backs: Ashton Jeanty, Saquon Barkley. Double anchor with Chuba Gainwell to stop. It's a little thin for me, but that's because I don't believe Chuba's the RB1 there. But you got him at 86, and I feel like that feels good. That feels good enough. Wide receivers, Mike Evans, Jalen Waddle, Roma Dunze, Cardinal Tate, Jaden Reed, Jalen Coker, Jalen Naylor. I absolutely love this wide receiver room. I really do. Oh, you got one. Yeah, any membership. So basically, anytime like I ask, it's because I can't remember everybody, but whenever you type in chat, I can see that it's green. Like all the green names are the ones that are members. So it's just like I'm just asking you to say something, anything really, just to look. So yeah, we got the 3-4-7-4 here, and I do like it overall. I personally would have added one more running back instead of the fourth tight end here, but I don't think that it like has zero chance either. I think it's fine. So we got AMC here. You draft any poodles? $7? Yeah, so I did a stream last night and I was talking about the poodle. I got to the finals of the poodle last year, and I was kind of going over like I did a pull-up. Like I basically made a player take stand on a certain player in that contest last year, and the player I did the stand on was somebody I thought was underpriced that I didn't want to be way overweight for my portfolio. I ended up being 15%, but it was Puka Nacua. I put Puka Nacua at the 101, and I made a stand on it. And I ended up, that helped me get a unique team to the finals. Now, I didn't have Derrick Henry, so it didn't matter, right? I didn't get there. I didn't get to the top, but the theory worked. I got a unique team there. I had a clear out to winning, basically. So I'm going to do the same kind of thing this year in the poodle. I drafted one last night because the stream started, right? Or the poodle started. So I ended up, I want to figure out who I want to make a stand on, and it may not be a round 1 player this year. I'm kind of thinking about making it a round 3 player or a round 4 player. Like, I think what I might actually do is I might make it Terry McLaurin and just pull him into the 3rd, like every draft, and have a whole bunch of unique Terry McLaurin teams for that contest. Like I might do something like that. Pull a 4th rounder into the like maybe pull a 5th rounder into the 4th to get because I think some of those 5th rounders are better picks than some of those late thirds. So I might do something like that. I also thought I might just make CMC my 103 and use that as my hedge against my fade on CMC. I haven't decided which route I'm going to go yet, though. All right, so we got AMC here. We got a 3-6-3 here. Trevor Lawrence at 95 feels good. Patrick Mahomes at 98 feels even better. Jacoby Brissett at 194 feels like I don't know what that feels like. But I do believe you were the one that said you had the Jacoby Brissett stand, right? Jahmyr Gibbs, Baseball Tootin, Jalen Warren, Dylan Sampson, Sean Tucker, Nicholas Singleton. That feels pretty solid. Very solid. Nico, Rice, Adams, Marv, Jaden Higgins, Brazel. Once again, that's solid. Nico, Rice, Adams, Marv feels really good. Once again, I personally don't like stopping at 6 receivers there. Maybe I'm just playing scared. But with one of them being at 215 and this one being at 122, maybe I'm the one that's wrong. But then Kelsey, Goddard, and Henry. It can definitely get there, and your bye weeks do match up pretty well, right? You only have 2 8s and 2 5s, but you're gonna have your top 4 guys. You're gonna have 3 of them every single week, right? So, and worst case scenario, you're gonna have 4 players with 3 of your top guys alive every week. So, I do think that it makes sense the way you done it. So no real complaints there. So we said we're gonna lock in additional drafts, right? For every 20 likes, we do an additional draft. We're at 68. I was gonna guess. Well, like, I'm gonna try to make it like I already get all the Loveland, right? I'm trying to make it a player that I'm overweight on, but not by the amount I really want to be, because like that's what Puka was. Because I would have loved to have been like 18% Puka last year, but I also didn't want to miss out on the values around him. And I haven't figured out what player that is this year. So I need to think about which player I'm overweight on, but not by the amount that like my true feelings are, right? Like which player do I think is mispriced in one of those rounds to just take a big stand on for that tournament? So I just need to think through it. And then I need to not do them on stream, because if I tell everybody what I'm doing, everybody's going to know, right? I might do one, but we're going to go to DraftKings, by the way. And let's do... What do we want to do? Do we want to do a... King of the Desert? Is this the $1? All right, so we're here. Where are the $1 tournaments? Could we not do that? Let's not do that. All right, so NFL, best ball. There we go. So we got sit and goes. We got a $1 here. We got the $3. Let's do a tutty. So I'm going to join this tutty here. The tutty X. The tutty 10. We're going to randomly do a tutty. We're going to jump in right now. Anybody who wants to do a DraftKings draft, 9 of 12, come on over. I'm going to go ahead and not do the login thing. All right, so it is 2:29 basically. And then this is probably going to be it. I think based on the amount of viewers and the amount of likes we have, I don't think we're going to get the extra 10. So kind of feels like this is what we're doing. We got the 103. We got Beck. Beck is here at the 8. Look at that. We got Beck here. Is this Kev? I think Kev may be in here as well. I'm glad that you're on the other side of the board of me. That way we could do whatever. Yep. Yes, it does. You get reviewed. Absolutely. So I go to DraftKings. A bunch of people leave. Fantastic stuff. It's all good. It don't matter. I felt like drafting again. By the way, if you're new and you haven't subbed yet, that would be fantastic. We hit 700 tonight. That feels awesome. Thanks to all the new subs. I appreciate it. And once again, thanks to Brett and to Mike Rob for the support. Thank you both. Jumbo Jackson. Jumbo Jackson. And the more I'm thinking about it, the more likely I'm going to do a the drafter stuff tomorrow, right? Like, yeah. So, oh yeah, Fanspeak just went live with their members. That's where everybody went. And if you guys aren't subbed over there on Fanspeak Network, they're also an awesome follow. Head on over there and give them a sub. And by the way, the overlay here works on DraftKings as well. For some reason, it's being weird right now. Oh well, we'll just turn it off for now. All right, so yeah, it's Jamar Chase there every time. I think Jamar Chase is kind of clearly above Puka. I know the ETR for a while wasn't that way, but I do think that Jamar Chase is clearly above Puka Nacua. Now, it does kind of suck because it's hard to get Burrow, especially on DK. I do have one Burrow team at 70 on the DK main. It feels pretty good. Let's run this. And let's so what's everybody have going on this week? Did you guys have a good Father's Day? I don't have kids, so I kind of forget about it. Did everything go well? Like, I know somebody was in here a little bit ago, Andre here, saying that he was blessed. I assume part of that was that. Thoughts on Puka being in the contract year? It's very interesting that they don't have him already signed, right? Normally, a player like that, you want to get signed ahead of time so they're a little cheaper. And Puka's been in the media a couple of times. It makes you wonder that I feel like if Stafford retires, that they don't re-sign. Like, I think the Rams like fully faceplant after that. Because, like, let's say that they win it all and Stafford retires. Devontae Adams said he's going to play until Stafford retires. And if they both leave, like, do they really want Puka there? I don't know. Like, I mean, I would think they would. But Sean McVay's also mentioned, like, not, like, retirement and hints here and there, too. So, Do I think it's going to happen that way? Not really. What the hell just happened? Well, give me a minute. I'm going to have to make sure I get on my...
Let's draft. Who hears? Bestball.
Have to go into my phone and make sure I can get my pick in. All right, so we're not on the clock yet. Why is it doing that? Yeah, we'll go ahead and take Bowers here. Again, we'll go Jamar Chase Bowers. All right, so I don't want the sports book. So sorry about this, guys. I don't know what happened, but it's definitely being weird. So I might be able to get Derrick Henry back. I did not. We'll take Jeremiah Love. All right. I'm trying to get this set up on my... I don't know why it all of a sudden stopped working there. This is not great content. I do apologize to you guys. There we go. All right, so this is gonna... All right, I've got it fixed now, sort of. All right, so... All right, we're back. I had to load it up on Firefox for some reason. My Chrome crashed and it won't work on Chrome for some reason. So everything else is working on Chrome, but just not DraftKings. So we got Jamar Chase, we got Brock Bowers, we got Jeremiah Love. Let me know. Is this good? Does this look fine? Let me know. But yeah, like back to the Puka thing. I think it's pretty telling that they haven't signed him yet, because I honestly do believe that if they win it all and Stafford and Adams retired, that it's like a 50-50 on if they bring Puka back. It's kind of like Rashee Rice is on a contract year, right? But they haven't re-signed him. Now, maybe they haven't re-signed Puka because they don't want to give him more money this year to win it all this year. Maybe they're going to push it all and just pay him a lot next year. But both of those players have been in the news a lot for, negative things in the media. So I wonder if that's correlated. That's all I'm saying. I just wonder if it's correlated or not. All right, so We got Chase, we got Bowers, we got Jeremiah Love. We would love to get one of these 3 players back. I mean, Tedero McMillan's been free falling on DraftKings. He has the Q tag now. Like, I've seen him go in the 5th a couple times. It's pretty fantastic. I would love to get him in the 5th. That would be amazing to get old Tedero McMillan in the 5th. I'll probably just take him here. These are my personal ranks, by the way. But we'll go ahead and take him and see what happens. So yeah, sorry for that little bit where the stream wasn't great. Like, I don't know why it wasn't working, but this is going to be that last draft. So we definitely with the technical difficulty, I'll have to figure out why it was doing that. So we got Love, we got Chase, we got McMillan, we got Bowers. Especially seeing what Chase and JSN got paid, that's a big commitment without Stafford. Right, yeah, like there's multiple levels to it. Number one, he could be a head case. And number two, like if Stafford's gone, do you really want your number 1 paid player to be a wide receiver that without somebody throwing the ball? Like, it feels like a waste, right? And if you're going to rebuild, like, just fully rebuild. I might go with Adams here. Yeah, we'll take Devontae Adams. So we've been doing a lot of these three wide receiver builds tonight. They've all felt fine with the hero running back and an elite tight end. Like I think I've taken Bowers 3 of my 4 drafts. At least 2 of them. So let me see if this is working again yet. All right. It's working again now. I don't know why it stopped. I don't know why it bugged out there for a minute, but it sure did. For those of you just popping in, this is a $7 TD or DraftKings Tutty. We were having some technical difficulties. We're good now, but we're through 5 rounds. We have Jamar Chase, Bowers. We got Jeremiah Love, Tedero McMillan, Devontae Adams. I feel like this is very, very strong. I normally do prefer Waddle to Adams, but we're doing an exposure, like a portfolio game here. I was kind of hoping to get DeAndre Swift here. That was kind of my hope. I almost took Naked Lamar to have with Jamar Chase, like to have like a Lamar, Jacoby Lane, or most likely Elijah Surratt stack at the end. It was something that I'm very interested in just taking Lamar at these picks in the 5th round. But yeah, like I think it's pretty telling that both Rice and Puka don't have contracts yet, right? And the Puka one, like they're definitely all in for this season. I mean, Myles Garrett going there, like, and with Myles Garrett being traded there, I don't know if they're gonna be able to have the cap room to pay Puka, even if like Adams and Stafford retire, because Puka's going to get an insane contract. And some team out there, like if Puka gets a ring, like just think of what Miami is going to be able to pay Puka Nacua next year, right? Like if Miami's going to have a ton of cap room because they're eating the $50 million from Tua this year, right? Next year, they're going to have just an insane amount of cap room. They're probably going to get a rookie, like a rookie quarterback, because they're probably not going to be good. And if they can go out and pay Puka to like help them along, that would be fantastic. I mean, what's going on here to have that player still available? Is everyone in the room using ETR ranks? Is that what's going on? Because I know ETR is low on Travion, who is the player that I was talking about. Like I said, I'm going to be moving Pollard above. All right, so let me look. Joe Burrow did go. So we're just going to take Jaden Daniels here. No worry. If Pollard comes back or Ramondre comes back, we just take them. It's all good. I don't, like I said before, I don't love the Jalen Warren price, but Warren is kind of right here as well, right? I really want the Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard to me has been one of the best picks on the board for a while now. It made me feel very good when a certain somebody released their exposures and they had 30% Tony Pollard this week. And that guy is Justin Herzig, who is, I think, undoubtedly the best ball player on the planet. You know, and for him to be attacking Tony Pollard that heavy makes me feel really good because I have 30% in Superflex, or 29%, and I'm quite overweight over here on season long on Underdog. I got 15.9%. I'm big on Scatabo. Emmett Johnson, I've been trying to take less of. Like, these two bets, I don't know that I love them. But the Scatabo, the Dowdle, the Pollard, the Genty, I feel very, very strong about. And then the Katron, the Emmett, and the Ray Davis are like upside swings, right? And the Walker one, I don't know. Like, I love and hate it at the same time. So let's see what Beck has done here. He's got Jonathan Taylor, Achane, Garrett Wilson, Mike Evans, Quinshon Judkins, Drake May. Very, very strong. It's almost like you listen to some good content, sir. Some really sharp people. Really, really sharp people. Some would say the sharpest. I don't know who says that. But somebody's out there saying that. That person may be 19 beers in tonight, but they're saying it. So we got this is fun. Is anybody else having trouble with Jeremiah Love? Like, I think so lowly of that offense as a whole. To have 3 players go in the top 6 rounds, 2 of them in round 3, like, just feels wrong. Which, like, so the Jets have 2 players go in round 3, but they don't have another one go until round 14, right? So and not only does Harrison go in the 6th, but Wilson goes in the 8th, normal. So the Arizona offense is just priced quite a bit higher than what the Jets are. And I think that they've got the worst offensive line in the league. The Jets have a solid offensive line, an improved quarterback. I just don't understand why there's so much hype on the Arizona Cardinals offense as a whole. I know they were cooking late in the season last year. I get it. I totally get that. But that all feels like fake stats because they were behind by so much. Now, I'm not saying they're going to be winning a bunch of games this year. Jonathan Brooks at 90. Somebody's listening to all the content and eating all of it up. Just all of it. Just all the way in. I think it's fine, but I think Jeremiah Love, like an Emmett Smith, Emmett almost 1,000 yards and 11 touchdowns on a terrible team. I mean, of course Stafford goes there. Let's go. Yeah, let's just take Jaden Reed here. We're going to play quarterback chicken, I think. We're just going to see what happens. If I had to rate my ability to fish in shark, I would rate it as piranha, who eats owls. Yeah, so I think it was last week, I got in a random DK Millie draft and Charles was in there. And there was so much value, but I was at the 5 hole, he was at the 7 hole, and all of the value was coming from the other side, and he got all of the value. There were the 5 and the 6 and the 7 hole. Maybe I was at the 4 and he was at the 6, but basically the 2 players on my right got value every single round, and there was exactly enough value for just them two. And 0 left for me. It felt not great. So we're going to take Kenneth Gainwell here as RB3. So that makes sense. Piranha, who eat owls. I didn't know that piranhas ate owls. I did not know that, sir. So the whole hot hand thing, and the Steph Curry quote does make me a little more interested. So I do want some of them. I love him as a talent. I think he's a great talent. I still think that Genty was a better talent coming out. The thing about this, Emmett Smith went into Emmett's rookie year, but they didn't have the league's worst offensive line. We just seen what Ashton Genty did with the league's worst offensive line. So that's my negative thing. But if Genty was going where he's going, where Jeremiah Love was going, I don't think people would have been as upset of the cost either. Because Genty still put up a bunch of numbers, right? Like Ashton Genty, where is he? He still put up almost 13 fantasy points a game in half-point PPR. And he had 55 receptions. So in full-point PPR, you can add, it's 55, an additional 1.5 points. So he was 14 and a half fantasy points a game-ish in full PPR. That's not horrible, right? That's not bad. It's just that it felt so ugly because he didn't really get touchdowns, right? And I think that it's going to be the same thing. Tyler Algier, the one thing he does is scores touchdowns. That's the one thing he does, right? I mean, Rachaad White would be baller on this team. Jordan Love would be baller on this team. Jordan Love would not be baller on this team. All right, so there's all my guys. Honestly, I think I just lean more into. Yeah, we're just going to take Pearsall. If Baker doesn't come back, Baker doesn't come back. I'm not that worried about it. We have some backsacking options. We do have Jade Daniels. If we want to stop at 2, we can stop at 2. I think securing this wide receiver room with a 5th there with a very high upside in Ricky Pearsall makes a lot of sense. So we have 2 big upside shots and 3 studs, right? Hey, what's up? Yeah, they do. They do. I'm almost gonna full fade Cardinals in non-playoff stuff. I think it's very unlikely that McBride or Jeremiah Love does anything in total points. But I don't know. McBride was awesome last. It's not. This is not a knock on McBride himself. Let's go with Baker here. We have the Devontae Adams bring back set up. I don't know what was right. I feel pretty okay. We're betting on Love to be good, and we got Pollard Gainwell. It feels fine. It doesn't feel. I don't feel super good about it. If Love fell to the 3rd, you take him every time. On DraftKings, his ADP is in the 3rd, by the way, Bukowski. DraftKings, his ADP, and I think he's a better bet on DraftKings than on Underdog. And he just goes, I think he's clearly the bet. If you want to bet on Arizona's offense, I kind of think he's kind of the bet over McBride for sure. But that could be wrong as well. So, but we've talked about the Jeremiah Love thing a lot. I do see it. I just have trouble with the offensive line stuff, right? Let's go look at Mike Clay's projections. I'm sure that he's updated it recently. And these are just projections, right? But he's one of the best to do the projections. So he's got 1,100 yards, 7 with 65 with 2 more. That feel if that happens, his price is really good. He's got Harrison at 956 yards. Algier still getting 3 touchdowns. Unit grades, offensive 29th. O-line, he's got his. I'm pretty sure that he's too high on their offensive line. But maybe I'm just a hater. Maybe I'm a hater. I'm probably a hater. He does update those pretty often, so I do need to go back and look through them again. I was just looking at it to see where he has their offensive line, basically, right? I don't think that their offensive line is rated that highly. What's up, sir? You going live later? Are you going live in a bit, Fantasy Football Garage? Because after this, I'm going to be done. I could send people your way if you're going to be live afterwards. Getting McMillan here would be fantastic. I would make the Baker pick feel a lot better than just Gainwell, right? I do like the Shaheed pick more, right, based on my ranks, but it's slight. So we're going to go ahead and take Jalen McMillan there. For those of you who are just joining, We got Jaden Daniels, Jeremiah Love, Tony Pollard, Jamar Chase, Tedero McMillan, Devontae Adams, Brock Bowers, Jaden Reed, Gainwell, Pearsall on a big fall, Baker Mayfield, Jalen McMillan. We got Ricky Pearsall at 118. That felt really good. So we got 6 receivers now. We could take another tight end here. We could just kind of close out. Like, I don't like closing out wide receiver because I feel like they are better late. Let's go with Woody Marks. I think Woody's like going to get some like guaranteed touches most weeks. They might not be good touches, and he may not be good at football. But yeah, he's gonna have a chance. And if Montgomery gets hurt, like, they don't really have much on the depth chart, right? So as just a guy to kind of get you through some weeks, I don't mind Marks. Definitely going to go 6 RBs here. Definitely going to take some upside shots with some of these other running backs I'm going to take later. I kind of liked the Shaheed pick or the Cooper pick a lot more in a vacuum. But I also, if I took a wide receiver there, it doesn't allow me to take some of these late wide receivers. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't mind getting a Ted Hurst on this team. Kind of bet against Igbuka on the team. Have Gainwell, McMillan, and Ted Hurst or Cade Otton here at the back end of the draft. Not all of them, but one or the other between Cade Otton and Ted Hurst. Yeah, I get it, but like, after the Pickens trade last year, Clay barely changed his projection. The same reception, 7 less yards, 1 more touchdown. Made me not value his work. Whose projection did it not change? I just look at it as more like I kind of look at it as what he thinks. To me, it's more a team total thing, right? Because I think overall, like, his team total stuff is closer. And then if you don't like where the projections are per player, you can kind of be like, well, if he thinks that Jacoby Brissett's throwing for 3,800 yards or whatever, what's the number? 3,300 yards. If he thinks he's throwing, you can kind of figure out where you think the volume is going to go and kind of ignore what he says. You know, you can do that and kind of adjust your ranks based on the team totals. I use it more of like, what does he think these offenses are going to do? And I'm not even using it that heavily. I just kind of use it as a point to look at and to keep in mind, right? I don't do my own projections, but I would like to be able to. I think next year I probably will figure out how to do that. I probably won't update it every week, but yeah. Pick is going for the Steelers and Cowboys, the draft community. All right, so we're about on the clock here. I don't take a whole lot of Hawk. He's rarely at the top of my ranks. Let's do it. Tied into with Bowers, TJ Hawkinson. Feels fine. I would like to get one of these RBs for sure. I mean, Dalton Schultz would be a really fun pick as well, but I think I want one of these running backs. So we just have a naked Jaden Daniels at this point too, which I'm not that worried about. Jaden could definitely get there without bringing a lot of people along with him, or he could definitely get there in the passing game. All right, so we're gonna take Dylan Sampson this time. I avoided him the last time when he's at the top of the ranks. We're gonna go ahead and take him this time. Yeah, like I just look at it more like I kind of want to see what I like to look at as many sources as I can and to see if those numbers are similar, right? And if their team total numbers are similar, like you can kind of guess that the team is going to be like in most outcomes, it's going to be somewhat close to that. It's like I could go to Mike Clay's projections right now, whenever it stops lagging on me. Here we go. Let's close that down. So we can go here, go look at the Chargers, and I could say, well, Keaton Mitchell ain't getting 62 touches. Actually, that feels about what I think he's going to do. Like, this is kind of exactly what I think he's going to do, but I also don't think Vidal, 37, no. And 270 for Hampton, I don't think any of that is right. Any of it. I don't think it's really close, right? But he's got Herbert throwing for only 26 touchdowns. This feels really light to me, all of it. So we are on the way back around. I do my own, but I don't put much weight into it. I wish I partially did, though. I would have a bunch of JSN if I trusted my own projections last year. Well, my first year doing projections, if I end up doing them next year, I'm not going to trust them. It'll be an experimental thing, right? I understand how you do them. All right, so do we want Kate Otten here or do we want Ted Hurst? I think we want Ted Hurst. Do we have any we didn't take Omar Cooper, so there's no reason to take Gino here. Although he is okay. Well, luckily he went. We'll take Katron Allen once again. He's becoming one of those picks that I'm taking every draft. He's my big upside swing on this team. So we got Love, we got Pollard, Gainwell, Woody Marks, Sampson, Katron Allen. I feel pretty okay with that being the end. I could take Ted Hurst. If Hurst isn't there and Branch is still there, we can go Branch. I'm trying to cool it on Jeremy Bernard. Not because I don't believe in him, but because I don't want 20% of him. Mostly. Man, the DraftKings site is so awful to draft out of. All right, so he does go. So we're going to go ahead and get Zachariah Branch here. I do think in full PPR, Branch is a better pick than he is over Underdog as well. And I've gotten to where I think that Branch is a fine pick on Underdog. His situation is fantastic. Part of the issue with the projection. Oh, right. That's. If I were to do projections, I would probably do them low end, median, and high end. Right? That's probably what I would do. I don't think there'd be no reason to not just copy the spreadsheet 3 times and put in different variables on high end, low end, and median, right? Like, I think that would be the way I'd want to do it. So, like, and I'd probably call it like shit goes right and shit goes wrong. You know, like the shit goes wrong projections and the shit goes right projections. I think that's the way to do it. So we got what do we want to do here? Yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it? It's pretty good. I should probably do that because that's pretty funny, pretty hilarious. All right, let's what do we got? We got 7. Like, are we gonna stop at these 2 tight ends? Are we gonna go another tight end? Jaden Daniels. What running backs are left? Like, man, it is bleak down here. I think Michael Penix kind of makes sense on this team, though, right? Like, if we can get him back around, I think he makes some sense. Let's just go ahead and take him. There's several wide receivers I don't mind here. We don't have a Jaden Daniels stack yet. I still have trouble with the Eli Stowers pick a lot, but I think I want a Rams tight end here. We have the Baker stack. We have the team bet on Adams as well. And we got the Baker stack with... Oh, we didn't go... So we only have it with McMillan because I should have taken K-Dot in there. That was my bad. Yeah, we'll go T Ferg. Like, let's take the... I wanted the big upside swing with the Bowers, Hawkinson, right? And then we'll take another wide receiver here to go the classic 3-6-8-3. What wide receivers are left? Like, obviously, Bryant is a good one. We got Baker. We got Jaden Daniels. I might take a Jalen Lane share. I definitely can't do the Traylon Burks thing. I definitely can't get that with Traylon Burks. I hope some of you can, but I can't. I can't do it. But by the way, I want to thank all of you guys for sticking with me for a while. We hit 700 subs tonight. That's fantastic. We got 38 more before I rehash the origin story. And then I think tomorrow we're going to draft drafters. I think tomorrow is going to be the drafters draft. Because Wednesday I have Steve from Fanspeak coming on, and Thursday I believe Updog should be on with his new tool, which we've been testing in the background. It's pretty cool. Like it's got some sliders and stuff for you to be able to see different things. I gave a couple suggestions that he built into it. So we will do that. We will review our team. We will review. I mean, Zacchaeus kind of makes sense, right? Actually, Devon Vele. Let's go Vele here. And then we'll review. Are you still here? Let me know. Are you still here, Beck? If Beck is still here, it's the first time you've been in the draft with me. We can do a review of your team as well. So let me know if you're here. We will review my team. We'll review your team. And then we're going to head out. We got 72 likes. That's a pretty good night for me. That's a pretty good night for me. So we're going to stay here. We got Jaden Daniels, naked, Jeremiah Love, Tony Pollard, Jamar Chase, Tedero McMillan, Devontae Adams, Brock Bowers, Jaden Reed, Gainwell, Pearsall. So we got a 10-pick fall on Pearsall and then wrapped Baker Mayfield around with the Kenneth Gainwell stack and then landed the Jalen McMillan stack in the next round. We took Woody Marks and Sampson to kind of give us some ugly like RB2 role guys to hopefully get us there. TJ Hawkinson, Katron Allen for some upside. And then the Penix branch stack. Nothing wrong with an old Penix branch, right? T. Ferg, and then Devon Vele. So that is my draft. Let me know. Are you here, Beck? Beck, are you here? I'll gloss over it either way. I hope he is here. But we got Jonathan Taylor. We got Achane, Garrett Wilson, Mike Evans, Quinshon Judkins. So very strong 3 RBs there. Drake May, Mekhi Lemon, Godwin, Dart at 104 is, man, like he's starting to go there every draft. I like it. I have him at 91. His price is so wild to me. Romeo Dobbs, Jake Ferguson, Keaton Mitchell, Hunter Henry, Gadsden Dell. Excuse me. Gadsden, Dell, Mendoza, Calvin Ridley, Jordan James, Malachi Fields, and Chris Brooks, who I mentioned earlier. But thanks everybody for coming out. I'll be back on tomorrow. So if you're new, I go live Monday through Thursday, 4 p.m. Central. Then I do some guest stuff here and there with other people. If you want to be notified, you can join my free Discord. It's in the links down below. I'll see y'all later. Have a great night. Peace.